Hi
No,
guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get
After a
ready
long
to
time.
Fate Stay
not
Night
rum. Not
20.
we will not rumble today. We will read a lot of stuff
Uh,
involving Rin and Archer
Yeah.
and no, not Saber. Shiro.
And for the person who commented there about something about the Sakura, it's the next road.
Oh
Just
no
just wait
no!
a little bit.
It's the dude. It's the dude that wanted to watch the route of the thick
Yeah.
purple girl,
yeah.
Yes. The chick purple
purple
girl.
haired,
Tick.
thick, thick
He was
purple-haired
obviously
girl, or
referring
something like
to
that.
Ryder. Don't
Oh,
worry,
definitely.
that happens in
Oh
Heaven's Door.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. He's a little
Absolutely.
colorblind and he confused pink with purple. Normal
And
thing to do.
I can see that you don't understand fate. Mapo Tofu.
Oh,
And ladies and gentlemen, apparently even the author of this whole thing has trash taste because he thinks
Absolutely.
Sakura is the
Even
best.
the author, the person who wrote the
Yes,
thing,
yes, he can
said
have
that
trash
Sakura
taste.
is the best
Buddy,
girl.
buddy, J.K. Rowling is a thing. Authors can have a horrible taste too.
Man,
I think
you
we're
can
having-
understand Nasa. You can understand Nasa. I can't understand Nasa.
I think we're having audio problems. Can you guys speak?
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I think I can't hear exactly the thing.
I think I figured the
Okay,
audio.
I'm hearing it. It was just low on the audio, but now I can hear it.
Wait 1 sec. Okay. Let us suppose that I have this figured out, and we'll start. And if it isn't figured out, we'll deal with the audio problems later, I guess.
Okay. Let's go.
Right.
February 4th, Unlimited Blade Works 5, Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
References.
That will be fun.
This is a story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a night with a beautiful moon. I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the air wasn't cold. The corridor was a little chilly, but it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house often. Not going outside, he would just laze around the house carelessly. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal that knows the time of its death?
子供の頃僕は正義の味方に憧れてた
Suddenly, that man, himself a superhero in my eyes, in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it.
なんだよそれ憧れてたって諦めたのかよ
I became angry and asked him. Kiritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky.
残念ながらねヒーローは期間限定で大人になると名乗るのが難しくなるんだそんなこともっと早くに気がつけばよかった
I agreed with that. I didn't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kiritsugu said so.
そっかそれじゃしょうがないな
そうだね本当にしようがない
Kiritsugu answers. So of course my response was determined.
しょうがないから俺が代わりになってやるよじいさんは大人だからもう無理だけど俺なら大丈夫だろ俺がちゃんと形にしてやるから
Wait a minute, isn't this the exact same scene from before, from the other route?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, okay.
Before I
Seeing
could
it
finish,
again.
my father laughed. He made
I
a
think
face.
it's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different because we are
Oh.
seeing Shiro say this. Let me take on your dream. I'll take your place. This is going to be important later.
Yeah.
Before I could finish, my
Okay.
father laughed. He made a face like he didn't even need to hear the rest. And after breathing in, Emiya Kiritsugu said, He quietly closed his eyes and his life ended. That is the story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a parting
I
that
want a lot of
determined...
F's in the chat. I want a lot of F's in the chat from my boy Kiritsugu. It is the second time, but he died again. I want F's in the damn chat.
It was a parting that determined the course of Emiya Shiro's life. It was the night that Emiya Shiro decided to become a superhero. There's no way I can forget it. I never said it, but I clearly remember it. The figure of the man who saved the boy who was left to the fire. Emiya Kiritsugu held up the dying child and said, "Thank you." He said, "I'm thankful that I found you." He made a big smile and thanked someone, as if he was saved by rescuing someone. The emotion I felt back then is still engraved in my mind. Nobody saved me. I couldn't save anybody. In it all, I was saved, and a person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become someone like him. A superhero, so that I could save people and let no one be killed, just like him. Even if it may be a childlike fantasy, I yearned to become one. And thus, Kiritsugu, the embodiment of my dream, died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed his father. Emiya Shiro must become a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I swore so as a child, to fulfill the dream of the man I admired the most. But to be honest, I'm still wondering if my idea is the right one, where my idea comes from, what I can do even despite me being just an amateur, how to make the dream of making everybody happy which Kiritsugu always talked about come true. Oh, and what I can do now that I'm a master. There are just so many things that my head's going to explode.
I like how Shiro admits that it is Kiritsugu's dream.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll wait.
Became Shiro's dream.
I think I found a way to better control audio balance. Let me see.
To a certain degree, is maybe a way of Shiro saying thank you for saving me to Kiritsugu.
Yeah.
It's a way to be
Perhaps?
thankful for buying him time that he doesn't think he deserves. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wants to die. Who
Perhaps.
knows?
I'm just seeing something. Give me a sec, sorry. One, two, three.
Let's go.
Very well. Let's keep going.
Let us.
I wake up from that familiar dream. Bright morning sunlight is coming from the window. I feel a bit chilly, but I guess it wasn't bad enough for me to catch cold.
参った。またここで眠っちまったのか。
I shake my head and change into my uniform. It's a bit before 6 o'clock. I bet Sakura's already up and preparing breakfast.
Oh yeah, Sakura's living with him.
I
He's
go
about to be
outside and
But is
get
this
in
the
the
best girl?
fresh air.
That's my only question.
Oh yeah, Fujine is living with him too.
Oh, that's true.
Let's go.
It's a nice
Ladies and
morning.
gentlemen.
It'd be much more comfortable if there weren't 3 girls in the house.
訂正。
Yeah.
女の子は2人だけだった。
Maybe 4.
I don't want to classify Fujine as a girl. Anyways, now
He is a tiger.
we
He's a
have
tiger.
a choice.
Okay.
Mm.
Go help Sakura.
Saber.
Sakura.
Saber.
Sakura.
Saber.
Mapo, do you
Sakura.
have a tiebreaker?
Saber. Fujine, just for the
I
laugh
think
of it.
Mapo will go with Fujine. Can we go with Fujine? So
I mean, we could.
No.
Do you agree with Fujine, Boomer?
Boomer?
Okay, seems like a good, peace treaty.
Very well.
Yeah. We can't go with
Between
Saber,
us.
neither Sakura, so
Fujine,
I'll go wake Fujine up.
balanced as all things should be.
I know
Gatsu was Marco.
I know I'm making an absurd choice, but I want to find out what happened last night. In the worst possible case, Fujine and Sakura would have made fun of Saber to make her angry, and I'm sure Sakura is mad about Saber staying. I don't even have to think about how troubling it would be to have Saber mad, and Sakura's pretty stubborn too. So I'm sure it'd be best to ask Fujine, since she's the one who'll be over if they did have a fight last night. I roll up my sleeves and stand in front of the door. It seems Sakura and Saber are awake and in the living room at the dojo. I slide open the shoji, and I step into the tiger's den. Yikes.
Immediately.
And I'm flung outside.
1 second of interaction and he's already beat.
She plays innocent as soon as she appears. I see. So she doesn't remember grabbing me, rolling 3 times, and throwing me, huh? Looks like she's also a pro Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter.
Okay.
I find it ironic that's pretty much her way to say more.
You see, it's because she's the secret servant. Rower.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
She's the ruler. She's the ruler.
She's the plot of this route.
She's the plot.
Fujine opens and closes her hand. The question marks appearing beside her make me think that she might recall the event, but she probably won't. Oh man, the editing is gonna be so fucked for this episode.
What is this happening?
Dismissing what happened with Emiya oh well is inexcusable. I'll get her back for this one day, but there's something I need to ask her first.
Why are some girls?
That's a big lie. That's
Oh,
a
no.
fuck.
He's going to die. He's going to die.
How was I hit when we were at least 10 feet apart? I see, she rushed here in a flash. As expected from a black belt. I keep forgetting, but Fujine was a well-known swordsman back in her student days.
Wait a minute,
Holy
wait a
shit,
minute, wait a
thanks.
minute. Just so we can establish how good she is at what she does. Oh, wait, better, how old she is. How old is Fujine?
She's like 25?
Yes, 25.
Ladies
shit,
and
I got that
gentlemen,
right.
she's not that much of a girl, but it is the Girls Alliance.
ああ、そういうことか。なんだ、シロにしてはちゃんと気が利くじゃない。さくらちゃんとセイバーちゃん、二人が仲違いしないか心配だったわけね。
そりゃ心配するよ。さくらに無断でセイバーの滞在を決めたんだから、さくらだってよくは思わないだろう。俺が嫌われるのは嫌だけど、我慢するしかないことだ。けど、さくらとセイバーが嫌な思いをするのは、なんか。
よしよし、大丈夫よ。セイバーちゃんがいい子だっていうのは私もさくらちゃんも分かったから。
Good girl.
まあ、さくらちゃんはセイバーちゃんみたいな子が苦手だからまだ馴染んでないけど、二人とも和解したようだし、シロが心配することはないって。
And what is her crime?
I don't know what she's so happy about as she makes her way back to the house. Well, I'm happy too, since the problem here is solved now.
藤根のやつ。倒れた弟分を最後まで放置していきやがった。
What can I do? I can't stand up after hitting the ground so hard. Everyone says itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
This is the first.
Itadakimasu.
This is the first time I've had breakfast in a group of 4, and it feels rather relaxing.
あれ、これ微妙に薄味だな。出汁変えたのか、さくら。
セーバーさん、お味噌汁に慣れてないと思って、あんまりお味噌が濃いのもダメかなって。そうですね。昨夜の味付けより今朝の方が美味しいと思う。ですがさくら、私も和風の食事には慣れていますから、そう気を使わず自由に調理してください。そうなんですか。わあ、ちゃんとお箸持ててる。びっくりしました。セーバーさんって器用なんですね。
Racism moment.
慣れていますから。ですが正直に言うと箸は疲れます。フォークやナイフより優れた道具だとは思うのですが。
Now that is
セーバーちゃんは
more
お箸よりナイ
Japan
フとフォ
first
ークだよね。
moment, but anyway.
それ違う違う。かけるのはそう。なる
Oh,
ほど。
sorry for that.
忠告感謝します。
Okay. Move along.
I see. Thank you for your advice.
よしよし。報酬として海苔を1枚いただきましょう。
Bruh.
はい、白おかわり。
はい。食いすぎて二度寝
Nori
する
is
な
very
よ。
tasty.
先生、今日の朝練に参加されるなら少し控えた方がいいと思いますけど。大丈夫大丈夫。これぐらい入れておかないとお昼まで持たないもの。そういうさくらちゃんだって朝練の後におにぎり食べてるじゃない。先生、知ってたんですか。無理。端っこでこそこそやってるから気になって観察してたのよ。ダメよ、いい年頃の女の子が朝2食なんて。悪魔はこっそりとある日テロリストのように体重計に舞い降りるんだから。私の読みではさくらちゃんの今の体重
Oh
は。
my god.
She has estimates.
ダメです先生、言ったらもうご飯作りに来ませんから。
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Is Sakura dating or is Sakura just coming more often? I'm not sure. They said that they both would stay in Shiro's house, right?
Well, Fujina said that she should. I don't know if she can because Shinji. But
Yeah, it feels weird, but anyway, moving along.
あれ、そうなのか。朝飯いつもイチゴ多く炊かれてたから、てっきりさくらが握り飯でも作ってるんだろうなって思ってたんだけど。
先輩も知ってたんですか。ダメダメさくらちゃん、シロね、そういう細かいことには妙に神経質なやつだから、きっと初めておやつを作った時から気づいてたわよ。
初めて？それって去年の夏のこと？
さくら、空中に埃でもあるのですか。そんなところで手を振って。
Man,
Brother
Nope.
Levi.
I don't know. I think I felt the heavens.
breakfast proceeds like that. The breakfast table is twice as loud as usual. Then suddenly,
今朝未明に発見された被害者は50名を超え、現在は最寄りの救急病院で治療を受けており、
it's a lot of people. I see some
That's a
disturbing
big-
news on TV.
That's a
Maybe
that's a
they
really
finally
big
found that
gap.
apartment
That's
complex
what-
that Mage was
Oh, yeah,
working
that-
at.
今度は50人だって。
That's
Gas
when,
leak. Okay.
Rain did a
被
little.
害者には昨夜から連絡が取れず、何人かの家族は不審に思い会社に連絡。警備員に確認させたところ、社内に残っている社員はいなかったとのこと。何これ。夕方からみんなビルの中で倒れてたのに、どうして警備員が気がつかないかな。職務怠慢とかそういうレベルの話じゃないよね。
Fujine must have lost her appetite as she stops eating her third bowl of rice. Saber's watching the news with an intense expression. In that case, I'm not mistaken. I don't know the motive, but this is something that's done by a master. I can say that it's fortunate that nobody died, just like all the other gas leak incidents.
もう物騒だな。 シロ、しばらく神道でアルバイトするのは禁止だからね。貯金ならたくさんあるんだから、こんな時ぐらいゆっくりしなさい。
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm happy that she's worried about me, but I can't reply to her. I know this is no time to be working, but I'm sure I won't be able to come home as often now that I'm in a war. Then, if I'm ever late, I have to lie to them that I'm working.
Wait a minute. Wow, Fujine can sound like a normal and reasonable adult. That was something I was not expecting to see today.
She did go
But
full
yeah.
mom mode. That's pretty great. After finishing the cleanup, I'll go to the front door. Fujine and Sakura already left for their morning practice.
Wait a minute. Oh, Zevlen, on your comment, is not so much a mama bear as she's a mama tiger. But anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Saber is following me like she did yesterday. But I can't let her do so today. The weekends are fine, but there's no way I can take her to school on a weekday.
セイバー、言っとくけど、ここまでだぞ。学校に行っている間はここにいてくれ。セイバーと一緒に学校に行ったら騒ぎが大きくなるし、何より目立つ。
She must not agree as she protests silently.
だから大丈夫だって。人気があるところでは襲われないんだから、学校は安全だ。
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, he's so
Oh,
wrong.
yeah,
だけなら
sure.
俺一人でも。
Oh no, he's so
What
wrong.
is this?
Saber's
Yeah, it's just
brow
like
twitches.
last time.
She must have some argument about me being able to protect myself.
一つ尋ねますが、それはシロを一人で敵を倒せ
Definitely,
る
Saber.
という
We're
意味
so
ですか。
badass.
まさか。昼間なら一人でも危険を回避できるってことだ。人気のないところには近づかないし、日が落ちる前に帰ってくる。それならセイバーも納得がいくだろ。お前だって魔力を温存するために休んでなくちゃいけないんだから、無理してついて。
わかりました。マスターがそう言うのなら、私は信じざるを得ませんね。
She's seriously worried about me. I feel bad about turning her
悪
down.
い、セイバー。けど大丈夫だって。それにさ、俺の身に何かあったらセイバーにも伝わるんだろ。
いいえ、そうはいかないでしょう。私とシロのつながりは細い。マスターの危機が私に伝わるときは、シロの命そのものが危うくなっているときだ。そうなってから駆けつけても遅すぎる。
Unless we spend a command spell, which we only have one
Yeah.
left. Right? So,
No, we have two.
no, we
And
have
we
two
should-
left. That's right.
じゃあ
That's right.
俺の方からセイバーを呼べばいいのか。
Irene has only. Oh no. Irene had one left in the
シ
first
ロが
one.
私を必要だと思えば、
I'm going crazy. I'm
それ
sorry.
はあなた
I
の
think she
サー
has
バント
just
である
one.
私に伝わります。
No, she has two.
それでも間に合わないと判断したときは、
Right now, yeah.
レイジを
She
使って
spent
ください。
one to
レイジのバッ
control
クアップがあるの
Archer.
なら、
She didn't spend the second one
シロ
to
の守り
recall
となる
him.
ことができるでしょう。
We
Oh,
both
okay,
have two
okay.
command spells in UBW.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Jump through space. That's pretty much like sorcery. The right to absolute obedience, the command
Yes.
spell. Is that powerful?
わかった。できるだけそんな事態にならないように立ち回る。日が落ちるまでには帰ってくるから、セイバーは留守を守っていてくれ。
I wave her goodbye and open the door.
はい。どうか気をつけてください、シロ。あなたの学校は異常です。行動には細心の注意を。特にリンには出会わないように。
Let's go near
学校
Rin.
でトーサカが仕掛けてくるっていうのか。まさか。
That's
それこそあり
impossible.
えないだろう。
Oh no.
She's a
It's
true
so
magus.
horribly wrong.
She is bound by the association's rule to avoid involving innocent people, and most of all, she wears the mask of an honor student. I think she'll greet me normally if I do see her.
そうだといいのですが、リンは人目を気にして判断を鈍らせるタイプではありません。それに、シロを敵視しているようですから、気をつけるに越したことはないでしょう。
She did tell us that she's going to kill us if we come close, so.
はいはい。取り越し苦労だとは思うけど、気をつける。
Perhaps Shiro doesn't fully understand the gravity of this situation.
Oh no, absolutely not.
It's past 7 o'clock. It's later than usual, but I should still make it on time without hurrying. It's 7:40. I go through the gate, and as I make my way to the school building, I feel something strange and stop.
なんだ別に何がおかしいってわけじゃないよな
It's not like someone's watching me or that something looks different. If anything, it's that it's not that lively. It feels like the students and even the trees in the buildings are dull in color.
気のせいかないろいろあって過敏になってるのかもしれない
I close my eyes and rotate my shoulders, but the strange feeling doesn't disappear even after that. I get up to the 3rd floor and head to my classroom. Then, I run into Tohsaka.
Yo.
I know
Hello.
her, so I greet her. But Tohsaka freezes as if she's seen a ghost.
遠坂なんだよ顔になんかついてるのか
I wipe my cheek with my uniform, but Tohsaka doesn't even reply. She looks away from me and goes back to her classroom. What was that? I don't think it's like her to ignore someone who greeted her. I think our boy fucked up.
Yep.
The strange feeling hits me again when I go into my classroom. Someone might have brought snacks in here as I smell a slight sweetness in the air.
別にいつも通り
You
の
guys
教室
remember
だよ
this, right?
I remember.
I head to my seat while greeting the guys. There are about 10 more minutes until homeroom starts. I look around the room and I notice a seat without a bag.
信じのやつ決死
The sweetness in the air, the weird, crazy shit.
He's not bad.
That's definitely going into the compilation, by the way. That incredible shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it's about to get some fun stuff. Then wait,
It's
Rin's
about to
here
get some
too.
gas leak.
Wait a minute, Rin's here too. That's even more interesting.
Come to
This
think of
gas
it,
leak's going to be fun.
he wasn't
Yeah.
at the club yesterday either. Shinji is actually quite punctual and he tries hard to follow the rules. It worries me a bit that a guy like him has been absent for 2 days. Not good.
Maybe his dad.
It's lunchtime. I usually go to the student council room when I make my own lunch. It's because the guys will take my food and the girls will make fun of me if I eat in the
なん
classroom.
だ一世お前昼は食べないのか
ああ先ほど済ませた今はともかく
Oh,
眠ってな昼休みが終わる前に起こして
Not good.
Okay, we know what will happen.
Not good. Issei then puts his head on the table.
なんだ徹夜でもしたのかお山じゃ11時には絶対就寝じゃなかったっけ
そうなのだが最近寝つきが良くないいくら眠っても疲れが取れなくてな
Oh no, no, I know what that is. I know what that is.
なんだそりゃ暇さえあれば眠ってるんなら眠気なんてないだろ
Oh
boy, you don't know anything.
いくら眠っても疲れが取れないゆえ疲れを取るために眠らざるを得ないのだ矛盾していると分かってはいるのだが眠いものは仕方がない
春にはまだ早いんだけどな
春眠暁を覚えずか誠に耳が痛い
Issei doesn't even try to get up. I guess it can't be helped. It looks serious, so I'll stay here until lunch is over.
あれああエイセ誰か来たぞ
知らん生徒会は店じまいだと言ってやれ
いやそう言ってもいいんだがやってきたのはくずき先生っぽいぞ
それはまずい
Issei gets up slowly and opens the door.
竜道今朝の弓道部の件だが
Kutsuki-sensei stops his words after seeing that I'm here. Kutsuki Soichiro is the homeroom teacher of Class 2A and also in charge of the student council. He's a very strict teacher and quite blunt. He's Tohsaka's
Wait a minute.
homeroom teacher.
Do you,
うちにも帰ってないんです
know
か
how ironic it is to see that to have in the same reunion in a school, two people as different as Taiga and this dude in the same room
It's pretty crazy.
talking about grades and saying,
They're very different styles of teacher. Yes.
how is your weekend going? Ah, yeah, it's fine. I kicked my students in the face. I said to one of them to steal something from the other club.
Actually,
I
is very respected.
I
by
said shut
the
up for the
students.
request of a dude painting his hair. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It feels ironic.
The tiger and the walker / breather.
I guess. The walker, the harmonizer. Don't be so don't laugh at him. He can
Oh wait,
use Hamon
someone
better
got
than
hurt
anyone.
apparently in the archery club.
それは分かっています。ですが、そうなるとマトはどうしたんですか？
それに関しても同じだ。マト真司も無断欠席しており、家も留守だそうだ。妹であるマトさくらは藤村先生の家に泊まっていたというし、事情は知らされていない。
Ooh, Shinji has disappeared.
Issei and
That's
Kuzuki are
a
talking
fucking
about
bad.
disturbing stuff. Summing up what they
That is a-
said, it seems that a student's been missing since last night, and Shinji's the last one to talk to that student.
邪魔をしたな。そういった事情もある。また下校時間が早まるだろう。
That gives us less leeway. We'll have to
Dude,
go home sooner.
The VA deserves an award. His voice is just straight. It feels like a damn rock. It has no emotion.
Quickly
That
stating
deserves
his
an
business,
award.
Kuzuki leaves the student
Yeah.
council room.
He
does have a great
feels
VA.
like a text. He feels like he's a
Nah,
text-to-speech machine.
お前シンジを見なかったか？
いや見てない。今朝は弓道場にも行かなかったし、あいつが休んでることはお前も知ってるだろ。
そうか。それならいいんだが。
And just
Issei's
another
face
thing.
clouds up.
Wait a minute. Just another thing. Shinji has disappeared. The Holy Grail War is at full force. How interesting of it. That certainly
yeah.
doesn't feel strange at all.
Jeez. It's not something I should rudely butt in on, but it seems this concerns the archery club. I'm sorry for Issei, but I should get some information out of him.
日生、昨日から家に帰ってないとか言ってたけど、それって誰なんだ？いや、シンジのやつも捕まらないってのは分かったけど。
そうだな。エミヤも部外者というわけではないし、知っておいてもいいだろう。昨日の夜の話だ。弓道部の練習に出た娘が帰ってこないという連絡があったな。至急練習に参加した生徒たちに話を聞いたところ、行方不明になった生徒と最後に話していたのはシンジだと分かったのだ。
Talk to Shinji.
ちょっと待った。シンジは昨日の練習にはいなかったぞ。それに弓道部のみんなとはちゃんと校門で別れたんだが。
ああ、エミヤもいたらしいな。話はその後だ。忘れ物をした1年生が戻った時、シンジが道場の前にいたらしい。
I have a bad feeling about this. There's only one student that could have been there.
いいっせ。肝心な話をぼかすな。それで昨日から行方不明になってる生徒ってのは。
三辻彩子、弓道部の師匠。
No!
Oh no!
彼女は道場の鍵を職員室に戻した後、
Shinji
弓道
has
場
to
前で
pay.
見かけられてから一向に行
Yeah,
方
He
不
has
明
to
に
pay
な
a
っている。
he's going to die a horrible
for a
death.
lot of things. I think that it's not enough for Shinji.
Issei averts his gaze.
He hurt the best girl.
Classes end. I don't know if that incident is the reason, but all clubs are cancelled for today. It seems the library is closed as well, so the students are going home in a hurry. There's an announcement that all students are to go home unless they have some special business. I'm the only one left in
Special
room
business.
2C. I bet it's like
What
this
is
in
it
other
special?
rooms, so I should hurry there, or there will be nobody left in the school building. I hate to cut the drama, but can we pause for a second?
Okay.
Okay.
We're back again. Oh, the editing is going to be
Okay.
great this time around. I bet it's like this in
Probably.
other rooms, so I should hurry or there will be nobody left in the school building.
You know what's something ironic?
Huh.
Well, to imagine that probably Archer was like floating invisible. Meanwhile, Shiro just said, "Hey, Rin, how are you doing?" Archer was probably like, "Kill him now!
Can
Let me kill
we
him.
kill him now?
Can I kill
Yeah.
him? Can I kill him? Can I kill him? It's just simple, just poop, and he dies. Please."
I should go talk to some people before that.
But if he did it, he would have to kill every single person that saw it.
Well, you see, there's a problem in the current situation now. Shiro is only safe insofar as there's other people around him, right? The curfew has been moved to an earlier time. And he's pushing his luck here because everybody's already going home, and he's going to go around interviewing people to find out about Mitsuzuri. If he stays around a little bit too long, there's nothing to protect him.
I mean, the sun did not set yet, and usually there's only the servants only go out to attack after the sun.
Well, that's because usually the curfew is after the sun sets. There's no one in the streets at night, but if there's no one in the school at 5 p.m.
Another reason for them to just go out on the night is because pretty much they can be sure that most people are sleeping. No?
Oh yeah, definitely, but this is still a school building we're talking about. If there's no one in the building, who can tell? Shiro is definitely putting himself in some danger here. Especially now that he has people coming. People are out for him. Tohsaka is very much not enthused about him breaking her only piece of advice of not testing her patience. And there's Shinji, where we just don't know where he is. Though we do know that Blood Fort is almost activating because of all the weird shit. He could be hiding around here somewhere. I mean, he must have taken out Mitsuzuri at some point, right? So she's firm and she's stronger than most guys.
By the way, it will be probably a fun interaction to see how that moment of the... What is the name of the thing again? Blood
Fort.
How that will go out when both Archer and Saber are in the school at the same time. And Archer is pretty much out for blood. Everyone's blood, especially Shinji's in this situation.
She's firm and she's stronger than most guys. It's not a trivial matter that she's missing, and most of all, I can't ignore it as her friend. I apologize to Saber and leave my classroom. I should go talk to people in Mitsuzuri's classroom 2A, which just so happens to be Tohsaka's classroom as well.
Oh, wonderful.
We're invading her space.
Huh? 綾子ちゃんなら風邪でお休みしてますよ。
三綴なら休みだ。弓道部員ならそれぐらい知っているだろう。
だから欠席だって。鬼のかく乱さ。あいつの無遅刻無欠席もここで終わりだよね。
What the fuck, man?
Damn.
High school girls are fucked up. That's all I could get from the girls in her class. It seems everyone has been told that Mitsuzuri is absent because of illness. I wave goodbye and leave. If there's any place to go now, it'd be the archery range. The door to the range is shut tight. It doesn't seem like anyone's inside, so it's meaningless to stay here. It's been 3 hours since lunch. It might be possible that she's already been found and it turned out nothing was wrong at all.
Yeah, so go home now before insanity breaks down. So please.
He's Emiya Shiro. He
I
will
didn't
not
think
go.
the student council would be closed as well. There aren't many people around here now, so it'll be difficult to ask around.
藤根がなんか知ってるだろうし。
I get my bag and go out into the hallway. The sky is tinted red, the sun is setting, and it should get dark in an hour or so. I get to the stairs, and as I start walking down, I hear a sound above my head. I look up. There.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
She's
Run.
angry.
Tohsaka
Jesus.
is
Run.
standing at the top of the stairs.
父さん
Run.
、It's
ま
time
だ
to
残って
die.
たのか？
Run, boy, run!
She doesn't answer. First this morning and then just now. I think her glares are getting worse every time I greet her.
なんだ
Run!
話がないなら行くぞ、俺。
You don't have to run.
I raise my bag and to show her that I'm going home now. I don't know why, but Tohsaka sighs.
呆れた。サーバントを連れずに学校に来るなんて正気？
No, he's not.
She murmurs without
Absolutely
emotion.
正気かってそんなの当然だろ。だいたいセイバーは霊体化できないんだから
He
学
speaks
校に連
back
れ
to
てこれ
her.
るわけないじゃないか。
Jesus
incredible.
Christ.
それなら学校なんて休みなさい。マスターがサーバント抜きでのこのこ歩いてるなんて殺してくださいって言ってるようなものよ。エミヤ君、自分がどれくらいおバカか分かってる？
No, absolutely
バ
not.
カって父さんこそバカなこと言うなよな。
Okay.
マスターは人目のあるところじゃ戦わないんだろ。
Oh, he hasn't
なら
figured it out
特に
yet.
学校なんて問題外じゃないか。
Yeah, he hasn't figured
ふ
it.
ん。じゃあ聞くけど、ここは人目のあるところかしら？
Oh, fuck.
は
No.
Man, Emi is so dumb.
What's she
And
talking
sad.
about? I don't even need to check if there are people around.
あれ
Run!
Why is this? Conveniently, there's no one here. There's no one in the third floor hallway. I'm sure that's the same for the fourth and the second floor. Not conveniently,
Run!
you dumb fuck. They moved the
Man,
they moved the curfew. The red tinted building is quiet. I bet there are only teachers remaining on the first floor.
ようやく分かったみたいね。ほんと、朝は呆れたのを通り越して頭にきたわ。あれだけ教えてあげたのに、どうして自分からやられに来るのかって。
Saying so angrily, Tohsaka rolls up her sleeve.
I like this scene.
Her magic
Run!
crest, finally. A slender white arm. On the feminine arm, something like a glowing tattoo appears. It's not a command spell. Could that be, even though I don't have one, it must be proof of Omegas, a magic crest.
説明するまでもないわよね。これが私の家に伝わる魔術の結晶よ。ここに刻まれた魔術なら、私は魔力を通すだけで発動させることができる。
Yes, a magic crest is like an attached engine separate from the magic circuit in Omegas. There's no difficult incantation or procedure to follow. It is an ultimate hastening mechanism that runs the car called magic just by turning it on. But the magic crest will not show up unless it is in use. The magic crest is like a separate magic circuit that is formed using the magical energy of the Magus.
アーチャーは帰らせたわ。あなたぐらいこの刻印に刻まれた呪いで十分だもの。
There's no emotion in her voice. That makes me realize that she's
逃げ
serious.
てもいいけど辛いだけよ。どうせ勝つのは私なんだから。
She coldly says so, but my head's spinning. Fight here? Why does it have to be here? Why does it have to be now? And why do I have to fight against Tohsaka?
待て父さんがお前正気か。ここ学校だぞ。下手に騒げば誰がやってるか分かったもんじゃ。
その時はその時よ。私ね、目の前のチャンスは逃さない主義なの。エミヤ君には悪いけど、ここで片付けさせてもらうわ。
Way back
それに、
when we should not
今日みたいにフラフラされてたら、私の神経が持ちそうにないし。
spoken to Saber?
I think it's
だ
Sakura.
から待
I
てっ
think
て。
it's Sakura.
大体俺は遠坂と戦う気なんて。
あなたになくても私にはあるの。いいから覚悟なさい、シロ。
Goodbye, Chiro.
She moves her arm and starts the fight. What sort of magic is it? The instant she points her left hand at me, my vision is filled with light. It's about 4 steps forward to the stairs leading to the second floor. If I'm to retreat back into the hallway, it'll also take me about 4 steps to get cover. This is no time to think. I have a choice.
Holy shit.
Oh,
That's the
no.
time we die.
Damn, can we be killed by Rin?
What is the
Jump back
strategy
to the
here, friends?
hallway. Jump back.
That was in the anime?
No anime spoilers.
I will go with unlimited. Jump back to the hallway.
Back to the hallway.
Yeah, 2 against 0.
I don't look back as I jump. I use the corner of the hallway as a shield and jump sideways with all my might. I slide into the hallway. I hear Tohsaka cluck her tongue as something heavy hits the wall. I get back up and look at behind me. The wall.
Holy shit.
The wall I was standing in front of until now is smoking. And to be more precise, there are 3 fist-sized burn marks on the wall. It's a projectile weapon. No, that thing is a curse that will infect the target with a disease. The Gandr shot Tohsaka was talking about should be something from Northern European rune, an indirect curse that worsens the disease of one. An indirect curse that worsens the disease of the one being pointed at. Its effect is to worsen someone's illness, so it shouldn't be something with any physical effect. But Tohsaka's Gandr shot is made with such dense magical energy that it looks like a bullet. The problem is, its power is like that of a bullet as well. Wow, as expected of Tohsaka. It's such a brutal use of force, making a slow curse into an immediate curse.
このだからそうだって言ったでしょ
I hear her running after me. I instantly get myself together. There's no time to think, I have to run for now. The hallway's straight. Tohsaka's using a projectile weapon, so she'll shoot me in the back if I run down there.
そこ
Tohsaka sprints out from the corner. Just before that, I jump into the room beside me, 2F. She shoots the Gandr shots through the hallway. It seems she shot it right after she ran into the hallway.
冗談あんなの相手にできるか何が戦いだそもそも戦力が違うぞ戦力
I look around the room in a hurry. Is there any protection? Isn't there a shield or an armor or a bulletproof vest in here?
Damn, he's really stupid.
Her footsteps stop in front of the classroom. I'm sure she saw me run in here. Then she must be wary of my setting up an ambush.
なわけあるかバカ
I run. I run from the back of the room to the door in front of the room. In that instant, the Gandr shots are mercilessly shot into the classroom. Gee, she's shooting them like crazy. The bullets go through the walls, hitting everything in the classroom.
背中にかすったぞ背中に
It would have gotten me if I hadn't moved.
嘘なんでピンシャンしてんのよあんたは
Tohsaka jumps into the classroom. We're about 4 meters apart in the front and in the back of the classroom. We glare at each other again. No, there's no time for that. I jump out into the hallway. Running into a room isn't a good option. I'll have to run into the stairs over there. Man, she's really merciless. It just scraped my head. Hey, it scraped my sides as well.
本気かお前そんな当たったらただじゃ済まないじゃないか
当然ただで済むほど甘くないわ痛いのが嫌なら止まりなさいそしたらすぐ楽にしてあげるから
It feels nearly ironic to have these two talk while they try to kill each other.
The bullets fly through the hallway. Actually, the sounds are like those of real bullets.
待てお前ガンド撃ってるんじゃないのか殺意以外感じない音だぞそれ
うるさいならちょこまか逃げるな標的が動き回るから狙いに熱が入るんじゃない
Feels like that
これじゃなんとか
man
に
is
刃物
not
だ
as used to killing as
うるさいならちょこまか逃げるな標的が動き回るから狙いに熱が入るんじゃない
The sound of firing echoes in the hallway, but I made it. I reach the stairs in the nick of time. I run down the stairs. I've won since I've made it this far. I run down the stairs and reach the landing. Tohsaka shouldn't be able to follow me if I make it to the first floor. I gasp. Tohsaka took a shortcut by jumping over the railing of the stairs. To put it simply, I have to get past that glaring Tohsaka to make it down to the first floor. God damn it, Emiya! What the fuck?
What is flab? What is flab?
Like fat. Oh. Some
Okay,
veins
you
are
really
showing
want
in
to die.
Tohsaka's forehead now.
You really want to die.
It's scary how I'm getting used to this. The instant I realize it's coming, I jump sideways and hear the bullets hit the wall beside me. I run down the hallway in the other direction. The good news is that I'm down to the second floor, so if I'm able to run away and make it down to the first floor, I'm sure Tohsaka won't... I don't know if it's just because she's serious, or if she's mad about me running away. Tohsaka's Gandr shots are loud enough now that it'll have to people calling the cops. Being more powerful means that the bullets are bigger. The curse that was just hot when it scraped me is now burning everything it touches.
I'm impressed at how much shots Rin has fired, and all have missed.
The Gandr shot scrapes my leg, my speed goes down.
She's a damn stormtrooper by now.
As soon as I figure out she'll catch up to me before I make it to the stairs, I jump into the room beside me. I go into the classroom and move to the window side. Well, what should I do? I should be able to jump down from the second floor. If I'm going to get shot at, I might as well try escaping from here.
Holy shit, he's dead.
I hear Tohsaka's voice from the hallway. Something like a thin membrane surrounds the classroom. The instant I notice the boundary field has soundproof effects, I figured out what Tohsaka's going to do. I jump to the wall. I feel a strong magic being activated. I crouch down, tip over a desk, and hide behind it. This isn't like the Gandr shots she fired up till now. I close my eyes and place my hand on the desk. She's casting a spell, even though she's help from the magic crest. Tohsaka is casting her spell. Will I make it? No, I have to make it. I skip every manufacturing process, the process of making another nerve in my spine, and frantically pour magical energy into the desk. Lights and sounds explode. It's an ordinary day after school. The ordinary classroom turns into a dance floor in an instant. Dancing desks. Comparing the bundle of magical energy aimed at the classroom to a pistol is an understatement. As it's shot without pause and over a wide range, it's more like a machine gun. I don't know what kind of a curse that is in the magical energy, but it's strong enough to be visible to the human eye. As it has mass, it destroys everything it touches. The desks are running crazy like a person on fire. My eardrums are already screwed up from the sound of the dancing desks and the echoing bullets. This is more like a battlefield than a dance floor, but still I don't see any cracks in the windows. It must be the boundary field Tohsaka set up. This room is a closed space now. It seems one can enter but not leave. The bullets fired in here are no exception, as the sounds don't escape this room. Jeez, Tohsaka's angry, but she's still acting like a magus. I put as much magical energy as I can into the desk used as a shield. The only magic I can use is the strengthening magic. I strengthen the desk to defend myself against this rain of magical energy. But it's only for a brief moment. My strengthening magic will only endure this barrage of bullets for about 3 seconds. As a result, I have to redo the strengthening magic right when it wears off and repeat this process. The rain does not stop. Maybe Tohsaka knows what's going on in this classroom. She might still be attacking because she knows I'm blocking her attacks like this. Then this rain would stop when... I slump my shoulders while concentrating on the desk. Well, let's compare our endurance. Let's have a match to see who'll give up first.
He will.
I give up 2 seconds later.
The match
Holy
is
shit.
decided in a flash. It feels like I've gotten knocked out 15 seconds into the first round. I'm not wounded and I have lots of stamina left, but I can't do anything if my magical energy runs out.
しかしまたこれは
I look out from behind the desk. I can't see the classroom too well because of the smoke. I hear a sound. My hand bumps into something on the floor.
椅子の足だ。また派手に壊したもんだよな、あいつ。
Well, I guess it could be used as a weapon. I pick up the stick and put my remaining magical energy into it.
うまくいった。なんだ、本番なら100発100中じゃないか、俺。
I swing the stick I strengthened. Well, it won't do me any good just standing here. I'll be dead if she attacks again. Maybe I use too much magical energy as I can't even stand up. And this smoke isn't letting me breathe.
いぶり出しか。くそ。爪まで完璧じゃないか。
She's using Vietnam tactics, bro. Tohsaka's experienced in fighting. She'll just corner me if I stay here. I know she's waiting for me in the hallway, but I can't escape out the window because of the boundary field. I make up my mind and head to the hallway.
Just a little comment that for the amount of misses she had when shooting him, yeah, she can be experienced, but damn, does she need a lot of shooting
Target practice. My feet are still numb.
Sorry.
I move the wreckage of desks and crawl into the smoke before me. And on the other side is...
ようやく出てきたわね、エミヤ君。
Tohsaka is waiting for me, her shoulders heaving. I glare at her and manage to stand up. The numbness in my feet is temporary, so I think I could move them if I wanted to, but it's not like running would do me any good. Tohsaka's just tired from running, and she has plenty of magical energy left. Unlike myself, whose magical energy is depleted, Tohsaka's just out of physical energy. If we resume our battle, I'm sure she'll shoot me down without hesitation.
勝負あったわ。ほら、そのへんてこな武器を捨てなさいよ。こうなったらエミヤ君に勝ち目なんてないでしょ。
I mean, what's Shiro gonna do? Fucking cave her skull in with a baseball bat? That was pretty fucked up. Tohsaka declares her
You can throw
victory.
it.
Oh, that pisses me off. I know it's reckless, but I can't help it if it makes me
そん
mad.
なのやってみなくちゃわからないだろう。肩で息してるくせに偉そうなこと言うな、バカ。
I raise the leg of the chair to show that I'm resisting to the very end.
そう。わかったわ。おとなしくするなら優しくしてあげようって思ったけど、そんなのはいらないおせっかいだったみたいね。
She smiles. I wish she wouldn't make such an ominous smile like that.
謝るってなんでさ。というか、今さら謝られてもこの
ええ、私が謝るのはこれからのことよ、エミヤ君。だって下手に抵抗されたら手加減はできなくなるでしょ。手元が狂ってあなたを殺しちゃったらもう謝罪はできないじゃない。
If he doesn't cooperate. She's serious. Well, she did seem serious, but I guess that made her really serious. I finally realized that I'm in a hopeless situation.
やっと分かってくれた？よかった。
And that's
これ
the
だけ言っ
moment
て
to
まだ
call
ぼんやりした
Saber.
こと測れたら、それこそどうかしてたから、私。
It would be fun if he called Saber a few moments ago, and we just saw Saber being like a Jedi, just reflecting the bullets of Rin, like a Jedi, Jedi. Again.
She glares at me. I see. I guess this is what she meant by being absent-minded.
これが最後の忠告よ。そのへんてこな武器を捨ててレイジを出しなさい。最悪腕の神経を剥がすことになるけど、命を取られるよりはいいでしょ。
Give up my command spell? My command spell isn't something I can hand to her, and most of
ダ
all...
メだ。それはできない。
聞いておくけど、なんでよ。
That's true.
レイジは渡せない。それは俺にセイバーを裏切れって言ってるのと変わらない。
そう。
Oh yeah, Saber said
I'll give you 3 seconds.
自分で選びなさ
Oh
い。
yeah, he has apparently some resemblance of loyalty to Saber. Yeah, what is
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Tohsaka raises her left hand. I bet she'll release the Gandr shot the instant I refuse. I have a choice. Think very carefully about this choice now. Remember who Tohsaka is. The way we
I think we
deal with this
should-
situation influences.
I won't
I'm-
say nothing,
I'm,
but I already have a decision.
Can I make a quick
Yeah,
comment?
make your proposition.
Not a proposition. I just wanna comment on this whole scene. So we can all agree that this was comical, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Rin,
Oh, yeah.
Stormtrooper
only-
Rin and Cheeto is just
Unlimited. Since you watched the anime, what did you think about this scene in the visual novel?
I don't know. I think in the anime is better.
Fuck you, man. Okay. The anime cuts a lot of this fight, and Rin isn't even funny in the anime. They cut things
The
so that
fact
the
that
fight.
Rin
But I
is
think-
funny
but I
in the
think-
scene
I
is
think-
important for her characterization. In the anime, it looks like she's actually
No.
trying to kill
I
Emiya,
think
which is not the
Yeah.
point of the scene.
I just want to say that in this scene, I think to be serious, it's better than. I think the comedy can come after. You know, I think this scene
It's
should
really-
be.
But the
it's
point of the
serious.
scene isn't that
Because-
it's funny. Isn't that it's serious. That's the thing. It would be better if it was serious, if the point was to convey that Tohsaka wants to kill Emiya, but she doesn't.
Yeah. Like Tohsaka trying to kill someone, trying to kill Shiro is fucking hilarious, and that doesn't suit her.
That's why she fails so hard at hitting him even once. She doesn't want to kill anybody. She knows that she has to, and she's very upset that he doesn't value his own life. But she just
Then-
can't bring herself to kill him.
The anime makes it like she's a pro at killing people.
I
The
know,
anime
but
does
I-
make her look like a monster, yes. Like this
Yeah,
is all
that-
It's
It's
fucking
her just
scary
being
and
incompetent.
emotionless.
yes.
It has no emotion at all. Like
I don't think it's like she doesn't have an emotion. It's something like she's acting better. Like she's suppressing her emotions better in the anime.
but like, okay, you lose a lot of Rin in the anime because I don't think she's
She isn't
She's
portrayed
tired.
the same way in the
I-
anime.
I
She's
like-
a different
I like-
character in the anime.
yeah.
I like.
Besides,
it.
besides,
It's like for me, that's Tohsaka is trying really hard to suppress her emotions to do what she thinks is the right thing to do.
But she
Because
doesn't
she's
think
in a
killing
war.
Emiya is the right thing to do, though. She doesn't want to do it.
She doesn't think it, but she's in a war and she needs to win. So, Emiya is someone that
That's why she is even giving him the opportunity of handing his command spells away. If she wanted to
She
kill him,
does
she
that.
could have just killed him now.
she does that. She does that in the anime.
Yeah, well,
she
she
does.
does,
No,
but
no, no.
it's inconsistent
look,
with
look.
her cool and murderous personality. In that
unlimited,
scene.
unlimited. Look, just take a look at what is on the screen right now. In
Okay.
these options, can you really take any of these options seriously?
Nope, I can't.
Exactly, because this is not a serious situation. Shiro is not taking her seriously. If he was, he would have called Saber already, just like he did in the Fate Room.
Okay, I
He
understand your
doesn't want to hurt Rin.
Okay,
But-
I understand your point, but I like to think that Rin in the anime was trying so hard to suppress her emotions, and she wasn't think right, but she thought like it's a war.
That
I
is
have-
exactly the problem that I have with the show, actually. Because Zedine being unable to control herself is the funniest thing I've ever heard. The entire
Okay.
point of Tohsaka
Have a
is
good
that she is completely in control of herself. She knows exactly what she's doing, even though she might have some problems or some trouble doing it. But she would never do something she disagrees with. She just has some trouble conveying that.
And it's hilarious seeing her chasing Shiro and she can't keep up with him. It's fucking hilarious. She's just...
It's hilarious.
I find the characterization to be misguided in the anime. I think the guy understood the scene wrong.
Yeah.
Either way.
They tried to make an action scene.
Okay, so after we just did all of this and we argued a lot about this or that and that and that and that other thing, let's make a quick pause because come on, we need to eat, and then we make the decision. What about it? You will have more time to argue about what is the better, the anime or the like novel.
Oh, there's no arguing. The visual novel.
There is no arguing, but I'll concede. Let's make a pause.
Okay, let's make a pause.
Let's fucking go. We're back. Let's go. What do we do?
Oh. I want to hear the
admit the
answer first because I am pretty sure
Wait a minute. While just to explain to the viewers, that dude who is probably has already talked about the purple haired thick girl. Yeah, that that dude. Hey, hi, how are you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good night. So to explain, while we were in this pause, both Mapo Tofu and Unlimited had their little thinkings of what the heck we're going to do. So pretty much this is going to be both of them making a case to what option they're going to do, and then or I'll be basically like, yes, you have two, I have one, you rule, let's go with this. Or I'm being in this position to choose. So go ahead, Mapo Tofu.
So we can all admit defeat against Tohsaka?
Wait, what?
I want to admit defeat against Tohsaka. She won.
I want to hear Boomer answer first, but I already have one in my mind.
You guys already have my answer. I don't need to talk for you.
No. I want to hear Unlimited because I haven't actually think.
I want to hear your answer first because I said
thinking of this, if we admit defeat against Tohsaka, she's going to think that we are cowards. If we hand her command spell, we lose.
Okay.
No, if we admit defeat against Tohsaka, we are just stating the obvious. Like, of course he lost, Shiro. I always win.
Yeah, but
Tohsaka.
Boomer, just think about the conversation we had.
Yeah, think about the talk we had before.
Yeah. We literally answered this question.
Okay, I admit defeat, man.
Yes. I'll just ask the fundamental question. What is it that Tohsaka hates the most?
What Tohsaka hates the most?
Yes. That's supposed to be a rhetorical question that you answer quickly. She hates giving up.
Wait a minute.
She's fighting this war that she doesn't want to, simply because she wants to win, and she presumes that winning is.
Wait a minute. But both options that we have in our face are pretty much a giving up.
No. If we admit our defeat, we still have a chance. If we hand her our command spell, we are simply giving up the fight completely. We're throwing the towel. We're being pathetic. We're trying to run away not only from this fight, but from the entirety of the war. And we're betraying Saber. In that sense, we are true.
And we talked about it earlier.
I know. When I spoke out loud that if we go to the first option, we technically are literally just going to a dead end. The second option pretty much seemed like the only possible outcome, but it seems like a bad outcome nonetheless.
Oh, it is, definitely. But we are in a bad situation, so.
I mean, not summoning Saber when she was clearly going to kill you was already a bad outcome, but anyway.
3. What's your reply, Emiya-kun? We stare at each other. Did that scream come from below?
Tohsaka, 今の。
悲鳴だったわよね。
I instantly get up and start running.
ちょっと場所は分かってるの、エミヤ君。
知るか。下からってことしかわからなかった。
ちょっと待って、今結界を解くから。
I run down to the
待
stairs.
ってたら一人で先走ったら危ないわよ。
Oh yeah, by the way.
さっきの悲鳴、どう聞いても普通じゃ
Wait
な
a
かった
minute,
ぞ。
wait a minute. Both of them are without their commands, without their servants right now.
Yes.
Both of
he
them are
did
easy
send
target.
Archer back home.
Both of them are pretty much sitting ducks.
Yep.
Oh, what is going to be fun?
分かってるわよ。だから危ないって言ってるんじゃない。バカ。
But Tohsaka is too a powerful mate.
Yeah, and she does have her gems, right? So.
Yeah.
We got down to the first floor. There's no one moving in the hallway, but there's one collapsed female student lying there. The student is collapsed in front of the emergency exit. Shit. Were we too late?
よかった。気を失ってるだけか。
I check on the female student.
Yes, no,
She
not
must
yet.
be in the first year. She's unconscious, but I don't see any wounds, so she should be all right.
そんなわけないでしょ。こんなに顔青くして中身が空っぽだってわからない。
中身が空っぽ。
魔力。もっと極端に言えば生命力よ。キャスターにやられた人と同じ。いいえ。
Worse than the people who got attacked by Caster.
この子、放っておいたら死ぬわ。
死ぬって傷一つないのにか。
外が無事でも中が空っぽなら動かなくなるのは当たり前でしょ。血が全然足りないのよ。待ってて、これぐらいなら手持ちの石でなんとか。
She searches her pocket. Thank God. It seems serious, but Tohsaka seems to know how to cure her. Tohsaka kneels down and looks at the female student. Her face looks serious. She tends to the female student while sweat forms on her forehead. What's going on? That serious face of hers. I think I saw it recently.
ああ、もう気が散る。エミヤ君、そこのドア閉めてくれる？風で髪が乱れるのよ。
ああ、あの非常口だな。
I look at the open emergency exit. Huh. Open? Come to think of it, we still haven't figured out why this girl is unconscious. She didn't do this herself, so somebody else must have attacked her. We ran here right after we heard the scream, so the emergency exit is the only place to get away from. Oh. Is it because I was looking at the emergency exit? I sensed something black being shot and I protect Tohsaka with my right arm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Hiro Emiya dying
A hero?
like a dead horse.
Okay.
Yes.
A hero.
Stupid hero Emiya Shiro back at it again.
Just like Tohsaka said, a black dagger is piercing my right arm. The thing lodged in between my wrist and my arm looks like a nail. No, it's too big to be called a nail. Something like
I remember who uses it.
Something like a dagger has pierced through my arm.
なんでそんな。ああ、今はそうじゃなくて、血がそんなに出てるのに。
The best illustration for the fact that she wasn't ready to kill anyone is that she's very shocked at the amount of physical violence
I don't remember if the anime had this much impact when Chiro was harmed.
Stabbed. Yeah. But it hurts so much that I can't panic. But more than that, someone threw this at Tohsaka's face.
Tohsaka, その子任せた。
I start running. I don't have time to wait for Tohsaka's response. I squeeze the strengthened metal rod in my left hand and run out to the emergency exit. I run while dangling my right arm, sorry. The arm's red below my elbow. Is there some bad luck with my arms today? Tohsaka told me to give her the command spell on my left arm, and now this one is almost ripped off.
この辺りだ。
I look around. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I certainly feel it. The person that attacked the female student, the person that attacked Tohsaka with that dagger, she is nearby. The person is still around. If I close my eyes, I can feel the dark magical energy moving.
What the fuck is Emiya doing?
I jump over the hedge and run across the moldy land. Then, between the trees, someone I recognize is standing there smiling.
That damn cunt.
I stop. Why is Shinji here? He's missing right now. No, Mitsuzuri's the one missing. Shinji's the last one who saw her, and...
Who left the trash there?
The injured arm throbs. The instant I fall to the ground, a nail-like dagger is thrust at my throat. I instantly dodge it. I just keep falling and keep rolling forward to avoid it. My throat...
Wait a minute. How did... Because if I recall correctly, we still haven't had those sword lessons with Saber, right?
Yep, we haven't. This is Ryder, though.
Did he...
Remember, Ryder doesn't want to cooperate with Shinji. She is purposefully working at a low capacity. Let's put it like that.
Yep. Even when he was fighting Ryder, he still needed the training with Saber to be left alive.
Yeah, but at that point they were actually fighting. At this time, Ryder has the control of the situation. She isn't threatened. I scraped it and my skin's cut, but this is rather fortunate. If I had been a second too late, it would have been my throat that got cut. Remember, this is a thing that's kind of usual with servants where they underestimate Shiro's abilities. Shiro did escape Kahalin's lance, like twice, when he was first attacked, in the night that he summoned Saber. So he's got some good reflexes.
That's true.
They're not ready to fight someone that's kind of prepared. They just expect to kill them instantly. I instantly get up. In front of me stands a woman in black with an irritating smile. I'm sure of it. A concentration of magical energy even Tohsaka cannot stand up to. An ethereal beauty and a thick smell of blood. I don't know what class she is.
And the future cosplay of Zevlen. Moving on.
But her existence is beyond human. The black shadow disappears from my vision. My instincts tell me I'll be killed. I desperately swing my weapon above me. I parry the nail coming from my head. She's like a spider jumping through the woods as if she's sticking to the trees. I run. It was just pure coincidence that I was able to block that surprise attack. I can't block another one, and there's no way I'd be able to get away. I run to a nearby tree and put my back against it. It should be able to block any attacks from behind me now. No, I have to believe that it can. I don't see that a servant in black anywhere. She might be jumping from branch to branch as I don't see her coming down. Sweat rolls down my forehead. The sound of chains is like that of a snake aiming for its prey. I suppress the laughter trying to escape me. The sound of chains echoes through the woods. Even though I might be killed in the next moment, my mind is completely blank. I don't have any notion of time, and the guillotine isn't coming down. That's what's strange. The battle should have been over by now, but I'm still alive. It's so strange that I think I might have been killed by that previous surprise attack, and might merely be dreaming now. I can't match a servant. Then I will have to rely on her. The command spell. If I use the command spell to call Saber, I should be able to escape the situation. But is it all right? I placed myself in this dangerous situation, then I should hold responsibility for that, and most of all...
Holy shit.
That's right.
You want to die.
I have a weapon in my hand, even if it may be a weak one, and my body can still move.
Where did he get that sword again?
What?
Where did he get the sword? Where did he get the sword again?
He took like one of the legs of a chair in the room that he was hiding himself in, and he strengthened that.
Yeah. It's not a sword.
It's not a sword. It's an expression.
Yeah.
If this is a bad position, I only have to move away. I can call for Saber after that.
I have a question. What is this Emiya Shiro brings?
Well, he is suicidal.
Yeah.
We came to that conclusion last time around, right? Where he kind of wants to die in battle, saving people, or at least doing something useful.
Yeah.
So it isn't surprising that he puts himself in these positions.
He has
that
wish.
By the way, well, Shiro's life is already at danger. He's already with an arm dangling over there, barely in him.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Saber is already running at I don't know how much miles per hour. It is going to be fun.
I don't think so.
When she gets here.
I don't think so because Saber said they had a weak connection, and she only would notice something like it if Emiya was like in the
actually
blink
in
of
mortal
death.
danger. Yeah, because last time around she could feel Shiro being attacked by Kotomine, likely because of the ritual that they did in the ruins, which strengthened their connection by sharing a piece of his circuit with her. I don't know if she has the same kind of awareness that she had in that final battle that allowed her to kind of intervene when Shiro was being attacked by Kotomine and Lancer. So, plus that time she really did only feel him when Lancer had already technically killed him, or spelt his death sentence by piercing his heart with Gaia Bolga. So the voice echoes. She's above me on a branch somewhere, as I expected.
あいにく残りが少なくてな。こんなことで使ってたらこの先やってられないんだよ。
And well, I don't really know how to use it.
そう。私のマスターと違って勇敢なのですね。
I search around me. Where's the voice coming from?
私もやり方を変えましょう。サーバントのいないマスターに本気は出せませんから。あなた。
The voice stops. The sound of chains is the only sound echoing through the woods. She's coming. What I have to do is get out of this place. To do so, I would have to block her nail a few times. The fact that I have to defend myself using a chair leg is so pathetic that it's funny. If I at least had...
That's true.
If this stick was as splendid as the weapons that he had, I might even be able to counterattack.
Oh no.
I don't have time to think about what ifs. It's about 30 meters to get out of the woods. This isn't much compared to the chase that I had with Tohsaka.
He's not going to get the power armor and summon one of Archer's swords out of nowhere, right?
I run.
He's not.
I ignore the annoying sound of chains and run frantically towards the exit. I repel the attack from above. And then, using the weapon, I block the roundhouse kick executed by the servant. She's in front of me now. I repel her attacks. The servant in black retreats. It's just a coincidence. If the first surprise attack was blocked by coincidence, these attacks were also blocked by chance. I can't even see her movements. For me to stay alive in spite of that is nothing but pure luck. But are coincidences something that continue on like this? No, what if my assumptions are wrong in the first place? The first attack, the surprise attack to my head. Emiya Shiro could not block such attacks. I cannot block them even by coincidence. The servant in black murmurs. Her irritated voice is rather surprisingly beautiful. Oh, Shiro's doing something dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Insulting a servant to their face. I don't know about that, especially when she says that she's lowering her level just to give him a nicer death. I swing at the servant in front of me. The servant in black blocks my blow and jumps back. There's nothing in my way now. The servant in black has retreated. Now all I have to do is go a few more meters and...
いいえ、そこまでです。あなたは初めから私に囚われているのですから。
Captured.
My body falls.
We deserve it.
Rather, I'm being pulled back. My right arm hurts. The pierced arm is being pulled by some force.
まだわかりませんか？あなたの腕に刺さったそれは私の悔いだということに。
お前の
That makes me realize the thing extending from her weapon, the annoying sound of chains, the sound of the chains moving, the sound of the binding chains that I've heard since I've come out of the building. I reach out for my right arm with my left, but it's too late. The arm moves up by itself and is lifted up. My arm's about to be torn off. The nail in my right arm, the chain coming out of it, dangles me in the air using a branch as a fulcrum. We are literally hanging on a tree by our arm, or by a chain holding our arm. So.
先ほどは何か興味深いことを言ってらしたようですが。
Fuck, we're screwed. She's angry. The servant in black approaches. I can't run away or fight now that I'm suspended in midair.
私が他のサーバントに劣ると困りました。
Oh
そ
no.
の認識を改めさせなければ。
Let her come closer.
no.
I'm like a sacrifice. It's like the one put to the gallows in a Western movie. She's gonna have some fun with us now. The nail-like dagger is raised. The servant in black licks the tip of
そう
it.
ですね。まずはその誤った目からいただきます。残った手足はその後に。
Well,
Wait a
fuck.
minute. She's saying that to whom exactly?
Toshiro?
Yeah? But
Yes.
it was not Shinji who called her.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Shinji's her
cool.
master, though. She has to win
I
the
get.
war, remember that. Because she has a wish, too.
I get.
She jumps lightly and appears right in front of me, who's suspended 3 meters above the ground. The nail comes for me. My body still moves. I have a choice.
Holy shit. It's
Zevlen
time.
remembers how much I hate this choice.
Oh, this choice sucks.
Use the command spell.
Fight using my remaining left arm. Holy shit.
What do we do?
Considering how Mapo Tofu is pretty pissed off, pissed off.
I hate this choice.
At the same time, I want to go out with the use the command spell, but at the same time,
Just do what you
is
think
the
will
ridiculous
make us.
being
Just do what you think will surely make us live another
Just
day.
make a decision.
Yeah, just choose.
Just choose what you would do in his situation.
Man, I just had this choice.
Well, say that.
Are we doing
Excalibur time?
We're
You
doing
have to
command spell.
remember. You have to remember.
What do you
that.
think, Unlimited?
I just want to say that in this episode, sure doesn't have a brain. He just don't have one.
Are we
It's the only
doing
thing I
command
want to
spell or what?
Okay, I want to Boomer go first.
No, he
He
said,
already-
he
I
said
already
command spell.
did it.
Command spell. Okay,
I already
Well,
did it.
He wants to repeat the Seiba!
I will go with the right arm or the left arm.
Full
What,
on
you're
it.
gonna say fight back or pull out?
I don't know.
Fighting use the
No
left.
matter.
Okay, so we have one for
No,
command spell.
right arm.
We have one for command spell and one for pulling out. Mapo.
Oh, so it all comes down to me, huh?
Yes, it all comes down
I-
to you.
Yeah.
I already
This
know.
time,
I already know which is the correct choice. So, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, it's so
do I
much
do?
fun to have everything under your control. Okay, I'm gonna do something better. I'm gonna choose the only option that you didn't. I'm
God
gonna
damn it.
choose
oh no.
fight using my remaining
This is a
left
lot of time right
and
here.
now it is your
That is a lot of-
decision, Zevlen. You
Very well.
also know
What
everything.
about we try to summon Saber? I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I think
Oh
it's
no,
good
that is not the correct option, is it?
I can't
I
match
knew
this
you
servant.
would choose this.
I did save, right? I can't match this servant. Then I should use my free hand and call for the one who can beat her. I don't know how to use it, but I've used it before, so there's no way I wouldn't be able to now.
Oh,
My field of vision is
How
filled
many
with
could-
light. It might be the effects of the
Wait a
command
minute.
spell. What?
how many command spells we had again?
We still have 2. Or we're supposed to have
Okay,
2.
I was thinking I think we only had one, and then I was like, oh no, you're going to die. No.
No.
Okay, moving
It
on.
might be the effect of the command spell as I feel pain in my left hand. And I hear the splashing of blood. I feel pain from my left hand. When I open my eyes, I see that my left arm is cut from my elbow. An unconscious howl escapes my throat. My vocal organs appeal to me about the pain.
上出来です。左手だけを自由に動かせるようにすれば。先ほどいろいろとさえずっていましたが、追い詰めればあなたも他のマスターと変わらない。霊樹によってサーバントを律するだけの人間です。
It won't stop. The blood coming out of my left arm won't stop. There's no way it'll stop if there's a wound this big.
あなたに霊樹を使わせる。この狩りの中で私が
She
自
did
身
bait
に
us
課した
into
条
doing
件
it.
は満たしました。
So I think that's a pretty good sign that you're not supposed to.
あとはもう一つ。あなたの目をくり抜くことですが。まあ、それは許してあげましょう。
Top terrorism writer. It's fucking horrifying.
That's true.
My bleeding won't stop. My consciousness fades. Before I really die, I have to call for Saber with my
十分
command
な出
spell.
血量です。本来なら胸をえぐって息の根を止めますが、それアーチャーのマスターもじき到着
A
し
good
ます。
fight. Okay.
運が良ければ助かるでしょうが、助かったところでもう脳はまともに機能しないでしょうね。
I don't feel any pain. I bleed while suspended in midair. Saber, I have to call Saber. Dead end.
At least we are going to see Taiga.
Can I spoil the big twist?
The what?
I mean, you did already.
The
but
twist
anyway.
about this choice.
What's the twist? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you remember? You saw me playing through this.
Well, yeah, but whatever. I already said that we took the bait. So
Yeah.
Taiga?
this was foreshadowed. They're just trying to play off of our memory from the last Blood
Yes,
Fort, which is
what?
pretty smart.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he pretty much.
Because Ryder tells us to use the command spell. So it's like it's obvious she's
Tells
planning
us?
something. Yes, she does.
Oh,
She
damn,
says,
I
"Aren't
don't
you
know.
going to use your command spell to call for your servant?" And we're like, "No, because
Damn.
you're weak."
I was not paying attention, but anyway.
Ooh.
Nasu probably wanted to make fun of us, or rather, he wanted to twist on the fact that we had to do that last time.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
I fell for the bait.
I can blame Boomer because use a command spell.
this is a smart
It wa-
decision.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
If,
We were
if there weren't
trained
hints
last-
that it's the wrong thing, it would totally make sense.
okay.
やる気出ないよ。蛇とか雲って怖いよね。
わけわかんない。タイガ、今日はどうしたのよ。
Oh yeah, we haven't. Oh no, we haven't.
私蛇ダメなのよ。雲もダメ。基本的に壁に這うのはみんなダメ。
へえ。でも
Taiga
ヘビはお
is
酒
actually
よ。
Indiana
タイ
Jones.
ガ、お酒好きでしょ？
Why Ilya wears the suit? So why
Because
there
it's
is
a gem suit. It's a thing they wear in Japanese schools to do sports.
No, but why like the top of Elia is visibly not in her size apparently, and the bottom is just.
I don't know. It's
So
just the
small,
way it is.
so small.
It's supposed to be cute and endearing. I don't know.
その間違
I
った
guess.
意識はどこから来たのか。ともかくヘビは良くないの。しかも鎖で白を吊るし上げるなんて悪女も悪女。マスターの少年が知れるってもんだわ。
I like that there is Tohsaka in that.
Okay.
I love how Rin is smoking a fucking cigarette. It's beautiful.
This is the thumbnail, ladies and
なんでそこ
gentlemen.
で
This
笑
is
う
the
のよあなたた
thumbnail.
ち。
Yeah, that's it.
別にタイガは勇敢だなーって余
I
命あと
find
7
it-
回か
Maybe the thumbnail should be Rin in the stairs above Shiro.
Oh, yeah,
What?
it's definitely
Only
going to be.
7 more. Only 7 more times until you are dead. What? Why?
なんか仲いい
Why?
なお前たち。そして余命あと7回ってどういうことな
Taiga
のか
doesn't
教え
get
て
it
ほしい
either. I think it's a literary reference. I don't know.
さあそれは第25話以降をお楽しみにってことでで師匠いつもの稽古はどうするの
Training Dying
したくないけ
Master.
どする。ではシローはレイジに頼らずに頑張ること以上。
There is
何
a
それ
Oh,
師匠
wonderful,
前
Tiger.
と言ってること違うレイジはバンバン
Oh, you
使え
see?
って言ってたじゃん
Helia agrees
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
仕方ないでしょう。残り2個しかないんだから。それにこのヘビ女シローを試してる節があるから安易に逃げ道に走ると危ないのよ。あと師匠って呼ぶな。
師匠
Call me dying.
そろそろ
Considering-
我慢できなくなってきたかなテディの頭を
Considering
叩くなんて
Why?
普通許されないと思うの
そうはいきません。
Cons-
今まで隠しておりました
No
が
can do.
実はとある嘆願書がこのコーナーには届けられているのです。
Oh, we're gonna. Go ahead, Mapo. Sorry for cutting you off.
Considering future events, it's funny that they mock us for using the command spell.
Oh, definitely.
本編でやりたい放題している悪行ロリッコをどうか先
You're
生
the
のお
case
力で
of
構成
Olly.
させてほしい。その
That
切実
wasn't
な
by
願いを
Ren.
聞き届
I
けて
bet it.
私は鬼と
Man,
なって
I love how there's actual plot, like character development in Taiga Dojo. It's like
Oh, yeah,
watching the
absolutely.
best sitcom ever.
何それ
That's the thing.
嘆願書っ
It
て誰から
reset
よ
every single part, or
What?
this resets every single part, or it carries from the last one?
Oh no, they're sequential.
Oh,
Yeah. There's like a if you read all of them in order, there's like a story that unfolds. It's pretty funny. It's
so
great.
So it's like 3 seasons of it. Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
それは秘密です。というか知られたらまたひどい目に遭わされるから
Oh my
内緒にしてほしいとシローからことづかっているのです。
なんだ嘆願書って白からなんだ
しまった断じて違う。私は秘密工作員では
I
ない
know that.
というかせめて手加減してやってほしい。
もちろんもうお兄ちゃんたら今度会ったらどうしてやろうか
Not the legs.
Wait a
う
minute.
む。これに
Still
て一件落
exists
着。では引
in
き
this
続き
weird
この悪魔っ子に捕まらぬよう本編を戦い抜いてほしい。
He does.
So who is who are they exactly talking to?
Us.
Oh,
Yeah. They're calling
Okay.
us stupid, not
and
Shiro.
why Rin doesn't have a real sprite for this story? She's just
Because
a,
she's just too good. She's just too good to show up in Taiga Dojo. She's way
Damn it.
past.
better than Taiga, damn it.
Absolutely. What do we do now, guys?
I think it's right. Don't remember. I
Do
really
we pull
don't
out
remember.
or do we fight back? Attempt
out.
to fight back.
How-
This time I'm going to just, I don't know. Unlimited. Tell who you are, where you are going.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You used the right arm last time.
Yeah, but
Are we pulling out?
I will go with right. Okay. What did you
Then
say?
I'll go with left because
And Mapo's
I'm
gone.
Hey man,
Oh,
first game.
y'all
So
suck.
Zevlen, you
You know what?
will
I'll go
choose.
with unlimited. He deserves the extra. I think Shiro deserves a better picture.
Okay.
I can pull out the nail in my right arm. I throw away my weapon and reach for my right arm with my free left hand. But my movements have to be like slow motion to her. The servant in black thrusts out her nail to pierce my left hand as well.
It looks like you were correct to unlimited.
I swing my body desperately to avoid it, but it's useless. The servant mercilessly thrusts her nail. Either choice would have been correct, actually. So.
Oh.
It's just a different scene. Yeah.
Wait, what? What did you
say? And she has either choice would have been correct. We just would have gotten a different scene.
Okay, so I picked the only wrong one. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful to know.
Yes. I fall to the ground. The bullets cut the chain, and I hit my butt on the floor.
So now Rian knows how to hit the damn spot.
There you go. When she actually wants to damage the person she's fighting against, yes, she can hit very well. Rian is anything but incompetent. She's probably the best out of all of these masters in terms of competency.
So she's good. I mean, Kire is technically...
Other than Kire. Kire is actually a trained professional, but that's besides the point. The servant in black turns her back. She jumps onto a branch and retreats like a beast.
Wait a minute. The fact your comment feels very interesting.
Why? They say several times that they say several times that he's trained in magic.
No. Your previous comment about Rin.
What? Which comment? That
Rin is easily the best among the masters.
No, she is definitely by a long shot. She's extremely competent as a magus.
That feels interesting for when we meet the other masters.
As soon as she runs up to me, she takes my hand. I don't think wrapping something around a fucking torn arm is going to do much, Dean.
Let the healing factor come in. He's going to be alright.
Holy shit, Sakura save it. Save it, Emiya.
Shut up.
That's true.
She takes my pulse and murmurs something like a spell. It must be styptic and painkiller, as my right hand feels a bit better. Tohsaka carefully puts the handkerchief on my wound and wraps the towel around it. Seeing her like that reminds me, Tohsaka is beautiful and a nice person. I was watching her from a distance, admiring her for being an honor student until 3 days ago. And as it turns out, her true personality was far away from my imagination. But it's not like she was any different inside. My heart's pounding. Tohsaka's a nice person, she's so close to me, and she's so beautiful that I can't forgive her for everything that happened today. I can't think straight.
応急処置はこんなところね。それで、あいつ何だったの？追いついたらとんでもないことになってたから、とにかく援護してみたけど。
俺もわからない。ここまで追いかけてきて襲われた。
Ryder and Shinji in meanwhile?
We'll see. I concisely tell her what happened. I decide not to say anything about seeing Shinji. Remember, this is about the part of the story where Shinji tries to find allies, and he might think that it could be risky to engage both Rin and Shiro because he doesn't know that Rin doesn't have her servant, even though he does know she's a master. So
wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Just 2 comments.
Yes.
It is interesting that we are in right now the Shinji is trying to have allies, because right after that is Shinji dies. So if I recall correctly, your and Mapo Tofu's comment, Shinji will not die so early this time around.
Kinda.
So it will be interesting to see what he does after this searching for allies phase. And second, is he stupid enough to try to be ally with the dude that he just tried to kill?
No, but he might be stupid enough to try Tohsaka like he did last time. Plus, he doesn't know tactically if engaging the both of them is a good idea, because he doesn't know that Tohsaka sent Archer back home. So, for all he knows, she is a master and she has her servant, and he doesn't know how strong Archer is.
It would be dang interesting to see what would happen if Ryder just showed up again. Like, okay, I can take the two of you. That would be damn.
I decide not to say anything about seeing Shinji. It might have been.
Sorry. It's really ironic that I remember to this day the moment when Lancer says, "I need to go. My master is a coward," and he says that I should go back after you survive Gale Bogar, Saber. And now I'm just thinking of how it looks like. It sounds like Shinji, but anyway.
Yeah, it's a great piece of it's a great red herring. Let's put it at that.
Yeah.
It might have been my imagination, and even if it was him, I don't have any proof that he's connected with that servant.
そんな顔するな。正体はつかめなかったけど、ともかくあいつもサーバントだろう。なら
Ryder is very deceptive because the way she fights and the way she dresses, she does seem like an assassin more than a rider. If we hadn't seen her noble phantasm, we might not even make the connection.
I guess.
そうね。学校に私たち以外のマスターがいるってことは知ってたけど、ようやく尻尾を出したってわけか。
Meanwhile, the assassin is kind of like a saber. This war is all kinds of fucked, man. Tohsaka slumps her shoulders. It seems Tohsaka already knew about this third master. Then that master is the one who attacked the female student.
待った、Tohsaka。さっきの子はどうなった？
持ち直したわ。今は保健室で寝かせてあるからもう大事はないと思う。
Unless fucking Ryder shows up again.
そうか。
Yes, pretty much. But what the heck do we do if that happens?
I suppose that. Think about this. The girl must have been a trap, right? So because she's the only one, and it's not like Ryder can get a bunch of magical energy from one girl.
I guess.
So maybe was Shinji attempting to bait Tohsaka, and he got Emiya instead?
Nah, he was trying to bait anyone, I guess, and considering, he was going to try to kill Tohsaka.
Perhaps as revenge for that thing in the prologue.
No, Ryder threw.
Oh yeah, exactly. He probably didn't even know Emiya was a master. Because they just haven't talked about it before.
Dude. What an absolutely stupid dude.
Yes. It's a very, very poor plan.
The guy is like, okay, let kill her. Oh no, don't kill her. We need to make an alliance with her. Or just going to decide and say, boy, make a decision. It
would have been pretty great though if Emiya wasn't there. She would have gotten hit. So that was a solid piece of planning. If his original idea was getting rid of her.
I don't know how much of that is Shinji and how much of that is Ryder's, but anyway.
Fair point.
I just know that now Rin's owing us another. No, it's not. She saved us from Ryder.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I sigh with relief. That means all problems have been resolved. Then what's left is.
何よ、人のことじっと見て。言っとくけど、私はあんなことしないからね。
I don't know how she misunderstood. Tohsaka sometimes makes the stupidest misunderstandings.
そんなの分かってる。Tohsakaがあんな真似するもんか。俺が言ってるのはそうじゃなくて、さっきの続きだよ。
Let's go. Second round.
Wait. Let's just. Why?
Hearing this, Tohsaka freezes.
Why? No, don't go forward, please. The level of stupidity of this man, it's impressive.
Hey man, he just wants to die with a purpose.
No, he's just had a fight that he lost to a girl. The girl that's standing right in his front. Apparently she has. a magical machine gun with infinite ammo.
うん。
He is just had a fight that he lost to a girl. The girl that's standing right in his front. Apparently she has a magical machine gun with infinite ammo. うん。
I
And what does he do? He lost. He already lost. He was basically saying, I lost. Do with me what you want. But then he saved her. Okay, we are going to try to die again, but this time with another hot girl.
Maybe this
and
is.
then we are safe.
Basically,
With our arm hanging around like it's a damn puppet. And what do we do when the girl that has a machine gun goes and saves us, practically making a temporary ceasefire? Hey, do you want to keep fighting?
Maybe this is one of those famous moments where Shiro wants to prove himself.
How? The level of stupidity of this dude is massive.
How long did it last?
He's with an arm hanging around, pretty much nearly falling. A practice mega with a prepared master, a prepared servant, and with a command spell. And he's just saying, "Oh yeah, they want to keep fighting." And he's just like, calm, like straight up, looks at her and says, "Hey, don't we keep fighting?"
Tohsaka glares at me once,
Jesus Christ.
then hangs her head as if giving up. She agrees with you, by the way. That's
Jesus
fine.
Christ, that is
man,
dumb and
we are
ridiculous.
talking about Emiya Shiro.
We're talking about Shiro isn't exactly the most mentally sound person.
I
in the world.
I don't know if Fate Stay Night Shiro would be this dumb to look in the eyes of his
he
opponent
did do worse things in the
5
Fate route.
Oh, he did?
Man,
He did. He repeatedly threw himself in front of Saber to save her, quote unquote.
Yes,
Getting
but
damaged.
buddy, at least there, his danger was always there. At least he was like, if I don't throw myself, she's going to die. And if I throw myself, I die. No matter what happens, because right after Saber dies, I die pretty much. No matter what I do, I'm going to die. So pretty much, let's go. But now he's safe. Now he's in a temporary ceasefire, in a peace.
Well, let us keep going
looks
either way.
At her, he looks straight in the eyes.
Boomer.
Boomer.
We understand,
him
bro.
like
We have a limited time. Let's move.
It's not it. Boomer.
He looks in the eyes of the girl
Boomer.
that can make him equal
Yo,
to
chill. We get it.
Boomer, you have to understand. We are talking about a man who said the following phrase. The first one is, "People die if they are killed." The second one is, "Just because you are correct doesn't mean you are right." And the third one is, "When you have a birthday, you celebrate being born."
Well, yes, but people say those out of context. They actually mean things in context.
I know they actually mean things, but
He's not the brightest, but he does have a point in all three of those cases.
At least, yes, that is what I'm trying to say. In every single moment he was stupid before, he was stupid because in the weird logic of Shiro, that would make some sense. And
well, in the weird logic of Shiro, fighting against Tohsaka is what she wants. Because she's the one who attacked him. She told him that if he were to cross her boundary, she was in the right to kill him. So therefore, he probably thinks that the right thing to do, because he's a fucked up guy with zero social training, to make her happy, is to continue on going and actually lose.
Jesus Christ.
He just has no self-preservation instinct. He doesn't care if he dies.
Boomer, you just have to remember the fight of Berserker. That Shiro just got in front of Berserker to get a hit for Saber.
At least then it makes some sense of, oh, she's going to die. It doesn't matter if she dies because pretty much we're screwed. There's a big giant just going to beat us anyway.
Shiro's logic is complicated because he really is a strange guy. And his mental state is so fucked that these kinds of things make sense to him for some reason.
At least at the end of everything, it made some resemblance of sense. This time he's just asking to be destroyed.
Yes. It makes sense to him because he's doing what Tohsaka wants, or what he thinks she does. He's a weird guy.
Before it made sense to
Man,
us,
he was
this time
just
it
in the
doesn't
heat
make
of
sense
moments.
to us.
Yeah.
This
In the
feels
warmer
this feels like the meme stupid options in Say Night when we had this like conversation moment and we did. Hey Saber, can you teach me this wacky super powered move? This feels like
let's
that.
keep going. Tohsaka, what do you want to do?
やらない。
Jesus Christ.
今日はここまでにする。なんだかしらけちゃったし、また借りができちゃったし。
She gets up and brushes dirt off her knees.
じゃあ行くわよ。辛いだろうけど、うちに着くまで我慢して。
Tohsaka offers me her hand. I tilt my head in wonder and look at her eyes.
だから、私の家に行くわよって言ってるの。エミヤ君、自分じゃその傷治せないんだから。
いや、それはそうだけど。
You see, he doesn't even understand why she wants to help him at this point. Because he really does think that she is in the right to attack him. Because he did break the rules.
その傷、治療しないと壊死しちゃうじゃない。それで動かなくなったりしたら、私の落ち度みたいじゃない。
Tohsaka pulls at me as if telling me not to talk back. Wait, I don't get it at all. Tohsaka's house is in the residential district on the other side of the town. I guess there are Western-style houses at the very top, but I've never actually been up there. This is as far as I've been, and I don't know anything about what lies ahead.
Oh yeah, by the way, we've never actually been in Rin's house during the entirety of
The last route, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's go.
So, this is the famous Western-styled mansion on the top of the hill, the main base of Tohsaka, a magus with a prestigious lineage. I look up at the extravagant mansion, dumbfounded. Well, I thought I was used to things like this because of Shinji's house, but this has its own
エミヤ
taste.
君、玄関こっちだけど。
分かってる。分かってる。
Oh hey, can we make a quick pause?
Sure.
Oh.
I clear my throat and follow after Tohsaka. Man, I can understand if I'm on guard being invited to another master's base, but I'm getting nervous just thinking that I'm going into Tohsaka's house.
Just a thing, can you imagine how ridiculously angry Saber is?
Oh, for sure. She must be very pissed. She's gonna be very pissed when she finds out what happened. So,
Absolutely.
This is the living room in Tohsaka's house, the place Tohsaka-rin lives every day.
それじゃあ腕を見せて。
She gets straight to the point.
悪い。
I sit on a chair and show her my right arm.
I hate that clock.
Yeah. She takes off the towel that's wrapped around it. I think she's closer to me now. I didn't notice it before, but her black hair looks really pretty and it causes my heart to beat faster.
あれ、おかしいな。傷口がさっきより小さくなってる。エミヤ君、自然治癒のまじないで分かってるの？
Kinda, yeah.
Not exactly a charm, more of a texture. Have you ever heard of Wolverine? Yeah, pretty much that.
そうなの？
Well, he does have,
その割に
it is Avalon,
もうほとんど塞がってるんだけ
it
ど。
is kind of a healing charm, but a little more than that.
Yeah, it feels like, again, a healing factor and
いや、だから別に綺麗だとかなんとかって。
someone
今
who...
トーサカ。
Anyway, moving on.
だから傷はほとんど治ってるって言ったの。私がしたのは血止めだけだから治ってるなんてことはないはずなんだけど。
We're special, Tohsaka.
そんなこと言われても知らないぞ、俺。
In a really ironic way.
本当？前
It
にもこん
is.
なことがあったけ
Shido's
ど、
cursed never to
本当
be
に
able
心
to
当たり
fulfill
ない
his
の？
dream of just dying.
待った。ますますわからない。前もあったって、どのくらい前のことだ？
前は前よ。エミヤ君、バーサーカーに襲われた後、背中にざっくり破片が刺さったでしょ。あの後、私が手を加えなくても傷は治ってたし。まあ、あの時はあなた自身の魔術だと思ってたんだけど、そんな器用じゃないものね、あなた。
はいはい、不器用で悪かったな。けど、それってどういうことだ？俺、
Green,
そうね。
let's just say
考え
that
ら
we
れると
have
したら、 セイバーと契約したことが原因じゃないかな。エミヤ君とセイバーがどんな契約を結んだかは知らないけど、サーバントの中には契約者を不死にする者もいるっていうから、セイバー自身の自然治癒能力がそのままエミヤ君にも流れているのかもしれない。
Kinda, maybe. You could put it like that.
Yeah. セイバーと契約している限りは怪我をしてもなんとかなるってことか。
まあそういうことになるけど、それは当てにしない方がいいわよ。結局あなたの傷を治してるのはセイバーってことになるんだから、セイバーの魔力を消費することになるし、何よりあなたのは傷を癒す力であって生を返すものじゃないわ。死んでしまえばそれまでなんだから、今回みたいな無茶は控えなさい。
I don't know when she did it, but the bandage is wrapped already and the treatment is done. She pats my arm and stands up.
さて、それじゃあお茶でも入れようか。エミヤ君、砂糖とミルクどっちがいい？
え、あ、いや、どっちもいらないけど。
Oh yeah, remember
トサカ、
who
その前に教え
said
てく
what
れないか。
the house?
Yep, Archer's here.
How he's going to react to Shiro?
Let's see if he's going to react at all.
いいけど、何？
He's going to be fun.
さっき言ってたことだよ。学校にもう一人マスターがいて、そいつが何かしてるって。
ああ、そのこと？そっか、エミヤ君じゃ結界には気づかないか。まあ簡潔に言うとね。
I recall the female student. She was pale and Tohsaka said that she would have died if I hadn't found her.
マスターはマスターだけを狙うわけじゃないか。あの神父が言ってたことだけど、なんでそんなことをするんだ？
Energy.
聖杯戦争に勝つためでしょう。サーバントは人の精神を食べれば食べるほど魔力を蓄えられる。学校にいるマスターはね、うちの生徒をみんな生贄にして自分のサーバントを強くしようって魂胆なんでしょう。
生徒を生贄にするって正気かそいつ。
さあ、
Yes.
けど、
Yes.
学校にはすでに
When you
結界が貼られてる。
Absolutely.
まだ完成してないけど、一度発動すればあの敷地にいる人間はみんな衰弱死するでしょうね。
There you go, Udine.
まあそんなことは私が許さないけど。
Tohsaka explains with a cool voice. This must be something she's known for days. She knew what she had to do and went to school even though she told me not to. She knew it's dangerous to be there, but she still went to stop the master who set up the boundary field.
I find it ironic that Shinji's actions are so stupid that when he tries to make a move and while having a objective be a objective in the end, he pretty much is so stupid that by the end of everything he made his enemies have the objective he wanted to have.
Yep.
Think like this. He wanted to have a ally, okay, but then he wanted a magical energy for his servant, so he decided to pretty much try to kill everyone from the school. From the school, he knew there were other masters, which then he tried to make an ally with. That is such a stupid
It's very
move.
cute.
It
His lack
feels
of understanding is fantastic.
yes. It feels like he's okay. I'm going to be friends with them. How can I be friends with them? Oh yes, I try to kill every
Fucking
single
kill
one
them.
of their friends.
I'm ashamed of myself. It's only natural for Tohsaka to get mad at me who came to school without thought. I wasn't prepared for anything as I was trying to continue my peaceful everyday life.
ちょっとどうしたのよ、さっきから落ち込んじゃって。私何か言っちゃった？
She looks at me uneasily. I bet she's misunderstanding
いや
again.
そうじゃないんだ。ただお
I
前に
love
は
how
勝てない
awkward
なっ
she
て
is.
そう思っ
She's
た。
also very poorly trained at social skills because of her lifelong isolation. It's like two morons trying to understand each other. It's quite endearing. I think it's wrong for me to apologize, so I try to tell her how I feel. Tohsaka stares at me.
なんだよ。
Oh,
今
no.
はその別にさっきのことじゃなくてだな。
分かってるわよ。 それよりエミヤ君、とりあえず休戦しない？
We have seen her objective. She did want to take him away from school, not only to protect himself from her, but really to protect himself from Shinji, though she doesn't know it's Shinji who's the opponent. So.
She knows? I don't remember.
Oh, she doesn't know it's Shinji. She knows there's someone at school that is the master of Rider.
So that feels strange. Because she talked to us in the Fate night that she knew there was another master in town.
No, she knew at this time. It's because this is a few days after the beginning of the war. She knows there's someone at school because she's already seen the bounded fields in school. She's already seen the bounded fields that make up Bloodfort. She's deactivated them before.
No. She said that she knew there was someone in the school, but she thought it was a weak Mega.
Yeah, anyway. That's what she's saying. She doesn't know it's Shinji. She knows there's a master at school. Anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. She can't sense Shinji because he isn't actually a Magus. So there's nothing for her to sense. Then she attacks me with a smile that makes my heart jump.
休戦って俺と遠坂で？
そう。学校に潜むマスターはたちが悪いし、エミヤ君も敵に知られちゃったしね。私としてはあなたより先にあっちを片付けておきたいの。
I'm taken aback, but I think calmly. No, there's no need to think. What Tohsaka said is correct, and more than that, I cannot ignore this master. First of all, I decided to fight so that I can stop masters that will hurt innocent people.
どう？悪い条件じゃないと思うけど。
遠坂が力を貸してくれるなら頼もしい。
We have made the alliance, bros. A day late, or a couple of days late.
別に私はエミヤ君に力を貸すわけじゃないわ。ただ、休戦協定を結んだだけよ。
そっか。敵の敵は味方なんてわけにはいかないから。
ええ。けど、それまでは信頼して。あなたが私を裏切らない限り、私はエミヤ君を助けるから。
She declares so. This is so like her, and I'm honestly thankful for this fortune that's been brought upon me.
よかった。それなら、遠坂はずっと味方だ。
Forever.
よろしくな、遠坂。
He can see through her bullshit.
Alright.
I nod and hold out my right hand.
短い間だろうけど、せいぜい役に立ってよね。
I find ironic that he spoke that forever in a sense more of from what I understand the stupid Shinji the stupid Shiro of usual. But Rin understood that as pretty much a marriage proposal. But anyway.
Oh, definitely. I think it was actually one of those Shiro being an analytic genius moments where he can actually see through what she's saying to what she actually means. No. She says it's not like, we're not allies of each other. I'm not helping you. We're just like not killing each other for now. But he can see already that she didn't mean to kill him, and that what they're doing is actually forming an alliance.
Oh, possibly, surely, but at the moment it doesn't feel like it, and this interaction has an aura of a misunderstanding of Tsundere. It's Tsundere misunderstanding, but anyway.
Tohsaka sounds ungracious, but I won't be tricked by it. There you go. Because she puts out her right hand, and most of all because she firmly shakes mine. There you go. I always found it fascinating this time where he saw right through her bullshit. It's very, very
つまりエミヤ君は
fascinating.
正式な後継者じゃないんだ。魔術刻印を引き継ぐ前にお父さんが死んじゃったんでしょ。
どうなのかな。親父は俺に魔術刻印を引き継がせる気はなかったみたいだし、魔術師になるのには反対してた。
けどエミヤ君に魔術は教えたのよね。
Well, he taught us magic that is
な
gonna
んか
kill
矛盾
us.
してない？それ。
So.
Oh yeah.
かもな。親父。俺が諦めないから仕方なく教えたって感じだったし、はじめに魔術師じゃなく魔術使いになれって言ってたし。
Yep. We talk about unimportant stuff for a while.
協力関係になった以上、エミヤ家の事情が知りたい。
Tohsaka asked me that question, and it's now getting into how I learned magic. Emiya Kiritsugu was a lone wolf magus. Was a lone wolf magus that came from the outside. In contrast, Tohsaka's family has proper lineage and supervises this land. Normally, a magus from the outside must show good faith to the supervisor of the land, but Kiritsugu didn't do so. Actually, he hid the fact that he was a magus. As Tohsaka-rin is the head of the Tohsaka family, she is the supervisor of this land even though she's young. She was entrusted with the supervision 10 years ago, and it's only recently that she actually became able to protect the land. Well, that's why the Tohsaka family never knew about Kiritsugu's existence, and why they didn't know about his son who is a magus.
魔術使いか。それじゃエミヤ君、本当に素人なんだ。自分が使える魔術以外、魔導の知識はないわけね。
ああ、そういうこと。俺が使えるのは強化だけだからな。他のことは名称とか概要とか、そんなことしかわからない。さっきだって強化で机を縦にしただけだし、あれにしたって今までで一番うまくできた魔術だった。
ちょっと本気？なんでそんなことまで私に喋るのよ、あんたは。
Then she gets mad like it's her own affair.
なんだ、Tohsaka。今の突っ込むところか。
突っ込むところっていうか、エミヤ君、私たち手を組んだけど、それでも内緒にしなくちゃいけないことってあるでしょ。手の内は隠しておくべきだし、第一、魔術師にとって自分の魔術は隠し通すべきものよ。
そうか？今さら隠しても仕方がないだろう。そりゃ人には言えないことだけど、Tohsakaは魔術師だ。話しても問題ない。
Well, father was wrong,
それに
bro.
相手が何
I'm
であ
sorry
れ
to tell you.
魔術は必死になって隠すことじゃないって親父は言ってたし。
Let's say that your father was. Wait, that feels like a stupid decision for Kiritsugu to make, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Because
何それ？
the
エミヤ君の父親、本気でそんなこと言ってたの？
Shiro, the wrong way to make magic was a way for him to try to slowly suggest that maybe you should not be actually doing this magic stuff. But him telling, oh no, you don't need to hide your capability of being a magi feels more stupid.
Oh no, we don't know if those two things were congruous though. That might have just been a thing that Kiritsugu said before they did any training. He was open about being a magus, and he did use his abilities openly before, so maybe he just commented that once. It doesn't necessarily have to have anything to do with his training. So
yes, because pretty much think that when Shiro took the first teaching deeply, it would in Kiritsugu's plan make him stop wanting to actually be a magi. But this one just pretty much gets him in danger. But anyway.
ああんまり規則にとらわれるなって言いたかったんじゃないかな、親父は。魔術なんてものは覚えない方がいいし、やめたければいつでもやめろって口癖だったぞ。
Tohsaka grits her teeth. What's she so irritated about? She's showing enmity like never before.
ふざけないで。あなたの父親は魔術師じゃないわ。そんな奴に鍛えられたあなたも魔術師なんて認めないから。
Tohsaka、落ち着け。何怒ってるんだよ、お前。いや、確かにお前に比べたら俺は魔術師なんて名乗れないけど、親父。
そうじゃない。私が言いたいのはそういうことじゃない。私が許せないのは。
That what? Then Tohsaka's enmity disappears as if she's regained her composure.
ごめんなさい。ちょっとどうかしてた。鍛え方は人それぞれだものね。私は私に胸を張ってるんだから、エミヤ君をどうこう言えるはずがなかった。
わからないな。何か気に障ったことでもあったのか。その親父の教え方とか俺の未熟さとか。
そうね。 エミヤ君の未熟っぷりには文句あるわよ。何年も魔術を鍛えていて強化しか知らないところとか、そういう弱みを私に教えちゃうところとか。
Tohsaka smiles suggestively. Is it just me or do I feel a chill?
そうだな。今すっごく後悔してる。けど仕方ないだろ。俺には強化ぐらいしか取り柄がないし、親父は死んじまったんだが、それ以外のことを教わる方法はなかったんだ。
ええ、それが独り身の魔術師の限界ね。魔術師なんていつ死ぬかわからないんだから、そのために魔術刻印を残すんだし、教会と手を組むんじゃない。私が頭に来たのはね、そのあたりの努力を全くしなかったあなたの父親によ。魔術師の魔術はその魔術師だけのものじゃない。魔術ってのは親から子へ何代も何代も続けられてきた命の成果だもの。その責任はもう自分だけのものじゃなくなるのよ。
That thing about Tohsaka missing her dad, right? Her magic crest isn't just a symbol of her power. It's a symbol of her father's work. It's a symbol of his lineage, of their family, of
her heritage.
Of her heritage. It's a part of who she is, essentially, and she's very offended by the fact that Shiro has been consigned to being a loser because his dad didn't see any meaning in that.
To a certain degree, is the legacy. She is pretty much trying her pretty much in the duty of maintaining to a certain degree.
It's all she has. That's why she applies herself so much to win the war, because she wants to ennoble the name of her family. She wants to conquer that goal that they were never able to honor them, perhaps as a way to honor her father who died in the attempt as well.
Yes.
だからそれを教わるってことは、後の世代にそれを渡すってことが第一条件になる。
To her, really, it does seem like Kiritsugu saved Emiya, saved Shiro, and just stole from him the right to be his son, just out of this spite that he had against magic, right?
I mean, we know what happened in
we do.
by Kotomine's comments, but anyway.
Yeah, we do, but that's what she thinks. Right? That's why she's so aggressively against him.
We saw that pretty much he was fighting for the right to be tortured at the end of everything. But pretty much, I will have the right to be statistically put in a devil's bargain. But anyway.
I mean, magic did ruin Kiritsugu's life, along with his choices. So it's understandable why he did what he did, but Tirin, she doesn't understand, because she doesn't know any of the context. And to her, it does seem like this big symbolic thing. That's why she's so aggressive towards Kiritsugu, because to her it seems like a big insult that he would throw at his son, who he presumably loved, right? Especially later when she finds out that he actually taught Shiro to harm himself. As a measure to keep him away from magic.
Going to be quite when Wayne discovers what Kiritsugu discovered before him.
Oh yeah.
魔術師の子供は初めから人間じゃない。
There is not a pot of gold after this rainbow, so per se.
人として生まれたものを長い年月と厳しい修練によって別のものに変えるのが魔術師という家系の義務だから、エミヤ君のお父さんは魔術師なんかじゃない。あなたの父親は魔術師である前に親を取ったのよ。
She looks away as she says so. I don't know why Tohsaka's mad. What Tohsaka thought when she was raised in this house, how much she sacrificed to train as the daughter of a family of magi. There's a bit of I like the little bit of jealousy, right? Because her relationship with her father was always one of master and apprentice before he died. That's why she says very bitterly that she resents that Kiritsugu chose to be a father rather than a magus.
That's something that I'm quite interested about, like how did she actually interact? How, because she remembers her dad with with joy, but at the same time with a demand that she is required to do something. Anyway.
Oh, definitely. Her upbringing was rough, and she feels like she has this duty, and it's a big weight. She has all this responsibility as a child, really, right? To be the winner of the war, to be the supervisor of Fuyuki, to be the best at everything. That's a lot of weight to put on a kid's shoulders.
Feels like at the same time she is proud, but at the same time she is secretly, no, not secretly, she feels the pain of the duty that she is being dealt. She takes it because of pretty much the love she has and the gratefulness she has for her dad, apparently, but obviously it is a bad job to be in.
That's the beauty of the duality of Rin, right? Because on the one hand you have the noble kind of aristocrat of a magus that has succeeded at and continues to succeed at everything, but on the other hand you have that calling out for a normal life that you can never have,
which ironically mirrors her situation in the school. To everyone she appears to be the perfect girl, but at the end of the day she's pretty much someone else.
Yeah, she has. I like the way that Nasu portrays it in her living space. She has this massive, beautiful European house, but she lives alone, right? So it's almost like a barren palace. It's very, very sad. I can't put myself in her place, no matter how hard I try.
Tohsaka, もしかしてそれで俺を目の敵にしてたのか。魔術師としての心構えがなってないから。
そうよ。あなたのことは嫌いじゃないけど、魔術師としては認められないもの。だからつい気を据えるっていうか、つっつきたくなったの。
いや、悪いけど、忠告は助かった。今日のことがなかったら学校のマスターにも気づかなかったし、Tohsakaとも手を組めなかった。
I stare at her for affirmation. Tohsaka ponders for a bit.
もう、なんだってこんなのがセイバーのマスターなのよ。
Bruh. She complains about something strange.
It's like it was his fate. Queuing the credits.
We've been talking for so long, it's already gotten dark. It's almost 7 o'clock. Saber will get mad if I don't go home soon.
じゃあTohsaka、
Oh yeah, don't
マスタ
tell
ー
me.
探しは学校でするんだな。
ええ、明日の放課後、廊下で待ち合わせましょう。ああ、それと帰りはアーチャーをつけてあげる。
Oh shit.
私はやることがあるから送ってあげられないけど、アーチャーがいれば問題ないでしょ。
I realize I've been forgetting about it all along. This is Tohsaka's house, so it's not strange for Archer to be here. The knight in red, Archer, takes form. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've actually faced him. The
Okay,
man...
so how many times will Archer try to kill us on our way home?
That's a great question. The man that almost got his head cut off by Saber that night. The man that tried to shoot Saber along with Berserker. Is it because of such things? I face him and I instinctively feel that I hate him. I probably will never be able to accept him.
Oh boy.
It must be the same for Archer as he stares at me with enmity. Huh. I appreciate that. If he hates me, I can hate him back without holding back.
よろしくね、アーチャー。彼とは協力関係になったから、襲いかかったりしちゃダメよ。
分かっている。マスターの指示には従うさ。
Archer disappears. Since he can't go out there dressed like he is, it must mean he will guard me in spirit form. I walk through the night town. It's still 7 o'clock, so I see people around.
would be interesting. Wait a minute. It would be interesting if Rin decided to do another thing. If she decided to go with him and Archer to explain to Saber in person what is going on, because then we would have the lovely scene of Rin, Archer, Shiro, Saber, Taiga, and Sakura all facing each other like, wait, what the heck? That would have been a funny what if. Anyway.
I don't think any guard is necessary, but I can't turn down her goodwill. But maybe I should have refused. My nerves are getting strained. There are goosebumps on my skin, and I might throw up if I let my guard down. I feel hostility from behind me. The invisible guard is watching out for the one he has to protect. Man, how is he a guard? The hostility I feel is definitely coming from the man behind me.
この辺りでいい。あんまり近づくと前みたいなことになりかねない。
Oh shit. I tell the presence behind me. Archer doesn't answer. He just accepts my words and tries to leave.
待てよ。なんか言いたいことがあるんじゃないのか。
I glare at the invisible guy. The leaving presence stops. He appears with hostility still present.
見直したよ。殺気を感じ取れる程度には心得があるらしい。いや、てっきり虫も殺さない平和主義者だと思っていた。
Oh, the insult war starts.
バカにすんな。これでも魔術師だぞ、俺は。相手がやる気だって言うんならいくらでも相手になる。
I confront the knight in red. He smiles as if to make fun of me and shrugs his shoulders.
たわけたこと。血の匂いがしない魔術師など半人前だ。死にそう教わらなかったのか、エミヤシロ。
My spirits weaken. Kiritsugu certainly said so. Magi are tinged with blood. It doesn't matter if you hurt or don't hurt anyone. This path is a path wet in blood. That's why Kiritsugu told me not to be a magus.
俺からは血の匂いがしないっていうのか。
無論だ。その点においてもエミヤシロはマスターには向いていない。リンとは大違いだな。
なんだそれ。遠坂は血の匂いがするっていうのか。
するとも。あれはいささか甘すぎる嫌いはあるが、それでも手を下すときは容赦すまい。
She's looking for other masters every day. That means she's fighting other masters. It's not like it's over once she finds one. Then...
じゃあ、遠坂は今日みたいなことを毎日してるのか。
That event at school. The same thing that happened in the woods today.
まさか今日のような手たらくは今回限りにしてほしいものだ。あれだけの意志と能力を持った魔術師がお前を相手にするとどうも年相応に戻ってしまう。だいたい彼女の能力ならエミやシロと協力する必要などないのだ。にもかかわらず余分なことをしている。私としては協力など反対なのだが、まあ仕方があるまい。サーバントはマスターに従うものだ。そうだろ、エミやシロ。たとえマスターが役に立たない未熟者でもサーバントは従わなければならないということだ。
Is he talking about me and Saber?
そうかよ。遠坂も気の毒だな。お前みたいなひねくれ者と組まされてな。
まったく呆れる。まだそんなことを口にするのか。忠告するがサーバントの性格など考慮するな。我らはただ戦うために呼び出された者。所詮サーバントは霊樹でつながれた道具に過ぎない。支配権はお前たちにあるのだから、道具のざれ言など聞き流す。
That's him giving Shiro the wrong advice. It is useful for the master to hear what the servant has to say, because in a lot of moments the servant has more experience than the master. And if you want to see an example of a poorly built alliance of master and servant, you see Shinji. The dude gets pretty much destroyed because he acts like a dick towards his servant.
Yep.
What I mean.
I can't tell him that's not the case. What Archer, the one bound by the command spell, said is definitely true. I can't think of Saber as a tool, but it is true that Saber is bound by the command spell.
で、呼び止めた要件は何だ？まさか親睦を深めようなどとふざけた理由ではあるまい。
Eh, I don't have a reason. I just didn't like him, so I wanted to complain to him.
そうだ、アーチャー、お前も聖杯が欲しいのか？
I ask an obvious question in desperation. Then...
聖杯？はあ、人間の望みを叶えるという悪質な宝箱か。興味はないな。
That's a different answer than the one he gave to Tohsaka.
そんなものでは叶えられまい。
The knight in red declares contemptuously. That's contradictory. Servants desire the Holy Grail. Isn't that why they answer the call of the Magus and become servants?
おかしいぞお前。なら、なんでサーバントになんてなってんだよ。
成り行き上、仕方なくだ。私に自由意志などない。お前はサーバントが自らの意志で呼び出しに応じているとでも思っているのだろうがな。
Don't have free will? Does that mean he was called against his will even though he doesn't want the Holy Grail?
幸せな男だ。本当に考えたことはなかったのか。
That's a good theory.
いいか。
Really
サーバント
interesting.
to は
Yep.
呼び出されるものだ。いいな。
Because this remembers me of
すべて
Saber,
自らの意
which
志ではなく、
did not because
他者の意
of
志
the
によっ
way
て呼び出される。過去の功績によって英霊となり、以後は人々の間で語り継がれ、その支えになるもの。だが、その当の英霊自身が心の底から人間の助けになりたい。
いや、
I don't know. If they're called heroic spirits, they should be pure. That's why I imagined them protecting people, but that's not the case for a lot of the servants I've encountered.
そうだ。もともと英霊というものに意志などない。英霊となったものは以後ただ人間を守る力として置かれるだけだ。何かこちらで不都合があった場合のみ呼び出され、その後始末をして消えるだけの存在。あるがないもの。人の世の危機を救おうが誰にも認識されないもの。それが英霊。守護者と呼ばれる都合のいい存在だ。なってしまったが最後意志を剥奪され、永遠に人間のために働き続ける。
One that is summoned only to disappear. Heroic spirits are tools without a will.
そんなはずはない。セイバーもお前もちゃんと意志があるじゃないか。そりゃ自分の意志とは無関係に呼び出されたかもしれないけど、セイバーだってやりたくないことはやらないって突っぱねるし。
当然だろう。我々はサーバントだ。誰が作ったシステムだか知らんが、この戦いはよくできている。本来本体からの触覚でしかない英霊に形を与え、本体そのものとして刺激するのだからな。サーバントという殻を与えられた英霊はその時点で元の人間性を取り戻す。
That's what we read about in the Saber route, right?
かつての執念。
They're clones of the real thing given agency to fight.
The only one who has the actual
Yuan.
will
サーバン
is
トは
the
聖杯を求めるのだろうよ。
Gilgamesh.
Yes.
Because it is his heroic spirit, but it is pretty much still a copy. When it comes
It's
down
the
to
hero. Is
Well,
the hero of the hero spirit, heroic spirits.
Well, Gilgamesh is also a copy, but he's been around for a while, so he's had time to develop some level of humanity.
聖杯を得れば叶わなかった無念を晴らせるだろうし、短い時間であれ人間としてこの世界にとどまれるのだから。
人間としてとどまれる。
That must mean they can be set free as an individual and not as a servant. And to add, the Holy Grail has powers to grant wishes. If it allows them to grant the wishes they had before they died, it's natural for servants to cooperate with their masters. So the Holy Grail must be a miracle for the servants as well.
なんでそこまでのものなんでお前はいらないって言うんだ。叶えられなかった願いを叶えられるし、サーバントでなくなることだってできるっていうのに。
単純な話だ。私には叶えられない願いなどなかった。他の連中とは違う。私は望みを叶えて死に英霊となった。故に叶えたい望みなどないし、人としてここに留まることにも興味はない。それはお前のサーバントも同じだろうさ。
It certainly is.
バカ言うな。セイバーは聖杯が必要だって言ったんだ。お前みたいに目的がなくてサーバントをやってるわけじゃない。
私の
Archer murmurs. Why is it? It's just a normal murmur, but a chill runs through me.
目的があろうとなかろうと同じだ。気になるのならば問いただしてみるがいい。セイバーの目的は聖杯でありながら、決して聖杯を自分のためには使わない。そういった意味であれは典型的な守護者。文字通り奴隷なのだ。
But how does he know? How does he know what Saber wants?
そのことを彼女のマスターであるのなら。
His presence disappears. The knight in red talks cynically until the very end and leaves.
It's ironic that he has a lot in common with Shinji. Shiro?
Yeah. Even though I don't feel like it, I follow my habit as I go into the house. I feel liveliness from the living room. I bet Fujin is watching TV and Sakura is preparing dinner. Saber, is she in the living room? I recall Archer's words and shake my head. I don't know what he wanted to say, nor do I want to know. But it's stuck in my head and it won't go away. A familiar called a servant, his honest opinion scorning heroic spirits as mere cleaners.
Oh shit, my god is here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you exist.
Even though she's in the middle of cooking, she comes out to greet me.
遅くなってすまない。晩飯どのくらい進んでる？
はい、まだ始めたばかりです。でも先輩のお手を借りることはないと思いますよ。
The easiest thing ever.
そうか。そりゃ確かに手伝えないかな。
Looking, I see that everything's been cut up already. Knowing how good Sakura is, I bet all she has left to do is cook it.
セイバーは今にはいないようだけど。
セイバーさんでしたら和室の方で眠っています。
セイバー、もしかして怒ってたか？
そんなことはなかったと思いますよ。
Nah, she knows we screwed up, I think.
She was.
If Sakura's... What?
Oh, what?
I thought you were going to say something.
No, I'm just saying that she knows Saber is mad, but anyway.
Oh yeah, if Sakura's hesitating to say it, it must mean Saber's really pissed. It's only natural though, since I broke our promise of me coming home before dark.
や、おかえりしろ。セイバーちゃん怒ってたよ。帰ってきたら道場で話があるって。
Well, fuck. Fujine says something really scary while she munches on a mandarin.
藤ね、なんかセイバーに変なこと吹き込んだりしてないだろうな。その約束を破ったやつは道場でしないうちの経営。
I don't think Saber needs to be said that. I think she just knows.
したよ。うちは体育会系だから容赦なくやっちゃっていいって。
Oh no.
This is the tale of the death of Emiya Shiro. I see. So my enemies aren't just other masters, there's another one hiding here as well.
つかぬことを聞くけどな。藤ね、セイバーを道場に連れて行ったのか。稽古するなら市内を使えって。
うん。さっき軽く手合わせしたんだけど、あの子とんでもないわよ。剣道を知らないくせに私以上に剣道家っぽいんだもん。あの子向こうでフェンシングでもやってたの？
いや、フェンシングはやってないと思う。どっちかっていうと、藤根とキャラが被る。
Like how she swings around a big sword unmatched to her size, and how she attacks enemies like a wild animal. It's impressive though. Fujimura did actually spar against Saber. She was able to do that. That should speak a lot about her ability as a swordsman.
Oh yeah, it's funny. It's funny too that this time we didn't actually get to see Fujine's breaking. Fujine is breaking after pretty much realizing that she would be destroyed by Saber. But anyway,
それより藤根、三つ釣りのことだ。
We don't get to see that.
家に帰ってるのか。
We don't get to see Fujine's existential crisis.
Oh, sorry.
なんでシロが知ってるのよ。三つ釣りさんのことは知らされていないはずよ。
We got the contacts, ma'am.
生徒会室で盗み聞きしたんだ。それでどうなんだよ。
I stare at Fujine. She's a teacher, even if she may not look like one. She keeps quiet about things she shouldn't talk about, and I'm sure she'd tell a lie to comfort a student. So I have to stare at her to notice any changes while I ask about Mitsuzuri.
そうなんだ、藤根。やっぱり一向に変化なしなのか。
仕方ないなあ。黙ってたら今すぐ飛び出しそうだし、絶対秘密って話でもないし。けどシロ、今回は特別だからね。シロが三つ釣りさんの友人だから教えてあげるのよ。
分かってる。オンに切るから早く。
じゃあ結論から。三つ釣りさん、さっき保護されたわよ。今頃は検査も終わって家に帰ってるんじゃないかしら。ちょっと意識が混濁してるらしいけど、外傷もないし命に別状もないって。それ以上の話はダメ。シロ。
そうか。とにかく大事はなかったんだな、あいつ。
Thank God. I don't know what Mitsuzuri got into, but I know it has something to do with the strange incidents happening in town. It's likely that the source of this is a master at my school. I don't know what I would have done if something happened to Mitsuzuri.
さくら、ちょっといいか。
はい。何ですか、先輩。
いや、大したことじゃない。ただ、シンジがどうしているか知らないかなって。
It's a very vague question, man.
すみません、先輩。昨日はこちらに泊めてもらって学校に行ったでしょ。だから家には帰ってないんです。先生にも兄さんが無断欠席したって聞いたんですけど、
事情はわからないか。そうだよな。さくらが知ってるわけないし。ごめん、見当違いなことを聞いちまった。い
え、そんなことありません。兄さんのことは私が一番よく知っているんですから。兄さんが休んだ理由ぐらい気づかないといけないでしょ。
いや、そんなことはないだろう。実際、さくらがうちにいてくれて助かったし。
The event in the woods. If the person there was really Shinji, he has to have some kind of connection with the servant in black. And there's the worst case possibility that he's a master. If that's the case, wouldn't it be dangerous to let Sakura go back to her house?
先輩、それはどういう
Unlimited wish is coming true.
さくら、今夜もうちに泊まってけ。着替えなら藤根のを使っていいから。
先輩、それは
できるならしばらく泊まり続けてくれると。いや、さくらが迷惑だって言うんなら帰ってくれていいんだが。
Oh, but it's absurd. It's troubling to be asked so suddenly to stay over.
さあ、困らせるようなこと言って悪かった。
I bow my head and apologize. Then,
oh no, bud. You are making this girl's day. Girl's day.
お言葉に甘えます。
oh, she's very happy to be able to stay here.
Oh, please.
Sakura agrees so quietly that it's almost lost in the sound of the cooking stew.
Man, I like that conversation.
It's great. I knew you would love it.
It's great. Yeah.
I only find it interesting because we're going to see again. We can possibly see again that Rin Sakura interaction.
Ooh.
That was a wonderful thing to see once. It would be a wonderful thing to see again. And
It's
this
getting
time,
late.
Fujine is in the mix.
I went to the dojo with Saber after dinner to receive my punishment. Saber called it training, but I swear she was just beating me up. And after we finished, it was past 10 o'clock. It seems they're sleeping together again today, as Fujine and Sakura go to the Japanese-styled room.
シロ、どうしました？部屋に戻るのではないのですか？
ああ、戻るよ。ただ、その前にセイバーに聞いておきたいことがあって。
Oh no, we're asking the bomb. The dangerous question.
気になることですか？どうぞ。私に答えられることであれば構いませんが。
I guess I'll get right to the point. But Archer said, servants who have no freedom seek the Holy Grail to obtain freedom. It has to be the case for Saber, but he said Saber would not wish for that.
お前は聖杯が必要なんだよな。
はい。私の目的は聖杯です。そのために私は英霊になった。それは以前にも話したはずですが。
分かってる。けど、それは何のためなんだ？聖杯さえ手に入れれば、サーバントはマスターがいなくてもこっちに留まってられるんだろう。なら、セイバーは聖杯を手に入れて、ここでやりたいことをやるんだよな。
いいえ、聖杯を手に入れた後、私はこの世界から去るだけです。この時代の人間ではない私がここにいることは許されませんし、何より私にはやりたいことなどありませんから。
Her eyes show her determination. It shows no hesitation nor lies. In that case, there's nothing I can say to her.
そうか。セイバーの目的が何なのかはわからないから、強くは言えないけど。
I think it's unlike Saber to ask for a wish from the Holy Grail. I don't know what the Grail is, but I vaguely think that it's not appropriate for this golden-haired girl.
約束したからな。セイバーに聖杯を手に入れさせるって。
It's ridiculously ironic when he says that when he implies that he isn't sure about what Saber wants.
Oh yeah.
He's not as intimate to Saber like he was in Fate/Stay Night. He's just, I don't feel that's right. That's right.
And he doesn't care for her as much, right?
Yes.
And little does he know that means he's helping her commit historical suicide.
Yes. Historical suicide even.
Yep.
He doesn't know what he's missing.
何かあったのですか、シロ。どうも、帰ってきてからのあなたは覇気がないように思いますが。
He's missing the best route.
そんなことはないけどな。だってそうだ。セイバー、今後の方針なんだが。
The plan, yo. Saber looks serious now. As expected of her, Saber is Saber no matter how well she gets along with Fujine. It's annoying, but her true nature is revealed in her fighting, like Archer said.
今日学校に行って、そこに3人目のマスターがいるってことが分かったんだ。そこで遠坂と一波乱起きた。いろいろあって、学校に潜んでいるマスターを探し出すまで、遠坂とは休戦協定を結んだんだが。
I report what happened today in a hurry. Saber is listening seriously at first, but as the story goes on, she starts to look at me unhappily.
Of course.
No, she's against you almost fucking dying, you dumb idiot.
Yes.
いいえ。シロには知識がないのですから、リンから学ぶのは賛成です。ですが、そういった大事を決めたのならすぐに伝えてほしい。それと、できるのは相談も。
You know, honestly, we tried.
We did, yeah, fair. Saber glares at me. I'm ashamed of myself since she's absolutely right.
では、明日からはリンと協力して校舎を探索するのですね。
そういうことになる。何か異常を見つけたらセイバーを呼ぶから、それまで待機していてくれ。
方針としては手ぬるいですが、シロが先頭になれるまではちょうどいいでしょう。当面は学校に結界を張ったマスターを追うのですね。
I nod, after thinking about it for a while.
確認しますが、学校に潜むマスターを倒した後は、リンとの休戦協定は白紙に戻り、彼女とは敵同士に戻る。それに間違いはありません。
Saber asks to make sure. Well, we have a choice. This is one of those opinion choices.
I mean, are we going to be Shiro or are we going to be what Saber wants?
Look, we are going to be Shiro.
Have we got it? Okay, so
he's a hero.
Okay. Unlimited and Mapo Tofu. What do you think of it?
Could you speak louder?
What? What did you?
Everybody
what did you
is
say?
speaking a little low, volume-wise, but
Okay, so what did you say, Mapo Tofu?
Yeah, nothing important. I guess that's how it will be.
How what? How what?
no, he's
It's
saying
the second option. He said,
option.
I guess that's how it will be.
Okay.
Actually, I
okay.
can't say for sure, but I don't want to make Saber sad.
I can say Saber said. I understand you, buddy.
It's a really tough
let
choice.
me-
It's not as easy as it
Well,
looks.
I can't say for sure.
And the vote goes for and the breaker votes for me. Damn it.
Oh, we can't say for sure.
No, it's 2 votes for I can say for sure.
Oh yeah, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
2 for I can't say for sure.
Yeah.
I guess I just say yeah, go along.
I can't say for sure.
Bitch.
I owe Tohsaka, and most of all, I personally don't want to fight against her.
ダメだ。まだ断言はできない。学校のマスターを倒してもまだ先があるかもしれないだろ。バーサーカーっていう怪物もいるんだ。協力し合えるならできる限り協力した方がいい。
そうですか。マスターがそう言うのならば従いますが、それではシローが辛いだけになる。その時になって自らの選択を悔やまないでください。
Mapo Tofu, your mic is making some noise.
Oh, sorry.
Saber bows and leaves. No problem, by the way. I know. The more we cooperate, the greater the likelihood that we'll fight in the end. I should try to be Tohsaka's enemy for as long as I can if I don't want to be mentally hurt. Or else, what's going to remain is a big scar. Because no matter which one of us wins, the survivor has to finish off the loser. February 5th.
Oh, that
Faker.
was the end?
Wait,
That
that
was
was
the
it?
Faker! Holy shit.
That wasn't
Is it
the...
already?
That
No.
wasn't the
Can't
night?
be.
That was the end.
No, not it. It's because of the title.
Oh, there is 6 Faker, yes. Faker! We're talking about Enjo Tomoe.
Yeah, we're
What?
making a Karano Kyokai reference here.
What?
Your whole life is a lie. So,
Damn, what a big gap. Okay, so we all agree we are going to put the what? How? Damn, that was a good episode. Now
It
I'm
was.
thinking of what will be the thumbnail.
I've been thinking
It
of
will
the
be
one
ring?
with Tohsaka with the magic crest on the stairs. That's a pretty
I
remarkable image.
guess I'm finding.
Tohsaka in the
remember-
Taiga Dojo.
Oh yeah, that was good too. I remember there was one I found it really funny. I even said there's going to be the thumbnail, but I didn't remember it. Anyway.
It was Tohsaka in the Taiga Dojo.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So, do you guys have any thoughts and comments to do before we call this one off?
Okay, I think the title of this video should be Shiro doesn't have a brain.
Oh yeah.
Shiro
Oh yeah.
still needs.
Salute.
Okay.
Shiro loses his mind.
Yeah, he
Literally.
loses his brain. Where's his Shiro brain? Something like it.
I find that this was a good one, both in terms of like content that we read as well as discussions that we had. There's a lot of Udine stuff today. A lot of Udine character exploration. That was pretty cool.
That's true.
Even though we saw her comparatively little, there was a lot of stuff that we could draw from her character just from like observing what she's doing and the way she's doing it and what she's saying. I think that's all pretty cool.
I am already starting to understand a little bit well the real ring, because the ring that I understand is the ring of the anime, and you guys said it's different, and I can see it's different.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
the
had
differences
a
are
lot of-
remarkable, definitely.
We had a lot of arguments about characters, especially when it came down to Shiro and Rin. Not for quite the same reasons, but for reasons for sure.
Do you appreciate how different Idine already is in relation to herself and the Fate route? It's quite, I don't know. Her attitude is very distinct to this time around.
That's true.
Mid-boss ring. Mid-boss
Big boss ring.
Yes, it did.
I don't know, every time Saber shows up and she talks with Shiro about her personal life, I just get really sad.
Yeah, we're just like, yeah, it's sad. And it's something quite interesting about Archer. The wish he already had, he already made.
Oh yeah, the one that he already succeeded in getting.
How? What, he was already a master? He was already a servant? Well, how?
That's a great question. And he did know something. He did know about Saber, because we know he's right about Saber.
Yes.
Because we've read the
Yes.
Fate route. So
But
he must have.
you-
That isn't right. Perhaps he was a part of the Fourth War, right? Because Saber was in that. But he couldn't have been her master because of
No,
Kiritsugu.
no. Yes. Gilgamesh was already there.
Many questions. Many questions about what.
Speaking of him, where's Gilgamesh?
Where is Gilgamesh?
Where's this Gilgamesh? That's a good question.
Actually,
Last
where is
time
Kotomine? Lancer and Kotomine have been quiet for a few days now.
Oh no, they are going.
Where's
They're
Lancer?
having probably funny. They're probably talking about the economy with Berserker and whatever Ilya is.
Oh, definitely.
Where's everybody?
Yeah.
Well, we know where Shinji is, and we know that Castor is doing some weird bullshit, draining the lives of tons of
Weird
people.
verse. Bullshit. Okay. You're not wrong.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me see, actually. No, this is the wrong button. Return top. How many Taiga Dojo we have?
A lot.
Not gallery. There it is.
I don't think it's a lot. We almost didn't die.
ED list, there you go. 4.
Oh, just 4.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
That is not. When we get later into UBW, there's some hard ones, and then Heaven's Feel has a lot of really bad ones.
Okay. We already had some hard ones with the use command spell.
Oh yeah, that's a sample. Heaven's Feel is very difficult, and I actually doubt that we'll be able to get the true ending our first time around. We actually might get one of the several bad endings that are masked as actual true route kind of splits. There's a bunch of those in Heaven's Feel where you make a choice and it doesn't look like you've made a wrong choice because you still have a lot of story content and choices after that, but it turns out to be a dead end.
If you want to pass Heaven's Feel, we have to put our pride aside.
Oh, definitely.
Your pride side. Okay,
If you want to finish Heaven's Feel, you have to put away everything you believe in and let your heart kind of melt and then recoagulate into a
Not your
stone.
heart, your dick.
and you offer your heart to Sakura.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of offering. There's certainly a lot of offering in Heaven's Seal.
Damn, I didn't know
About
damn,
gazing
suddenly
and
we think
receiving.
40k, we are making deals with Dark God. Damn.
Well, we did. The good news is that we probably are not going to have a lot of bad problems now. From now on, all the choices that we've made are thankfully sobering. I was very concerned. I'll open this up. If we did give the command spell, or offer to give the command spell to Tohsaka, we would have lost a relationship point, which is very, very valuable currency. That's how bad of a choice it is.
One moment. But Shiro couldn't even say something because of the screen, so it really did matter about our choice.
Well, it would have showed up. I can show it to you if you want. Do you want to see it? I can show it. Okay.
Elaborate. I want to see it.
Very well. It's gonna be fast. I don't remember if it's immediate.
It's immediate. He couldn't say anything. He literally couldn't say anything.
There you go.
3秒
There you go. It's not now. It's after the fight with Ryder, I believe. There's a repercussion for that, where he says, "Do you want to keep on fighting?" I believe that's what changes. But either way, we do lose a Rin point.
Why?
If we make that decision, so.
Why we couldn't even say a thing.
Well, we do later. That's what I.
Okay. Understand that.
Maybe Tohsaka noticed Hiro's attitude.
There is a loss in that point. That's a crucial kind of decision. It's one of the only times in the entire game where you can lose a relationship with a different character. So, it is a very important choice, definitely. I'm very glad that we made the right one in that respect.
We literally have entire discussion about this.
Yes, we did.
No,
Though I think it was off camera.
What a war.
It
was off camera.
Oh
yeah.
Man,
it was nearly a war.
And it was just because of the anime ring and the visual novel ring.
Yeah.
Okay. That happened.
That was that. We'll meet again soon. Well, actually, stay around. I need to ask you some questions, and then I'll just cut off the recording.